Ugh. Time to like, comment, subscribe. Algorithm. We love algorithm. This is what I get for fucking editing a YouTube video. shit. What's up? Alright, you know what? We have to do the we're doing the shoe on head video. We're doing it, and no one can stop me. We're getting it done. Although she just put out another video talking about USAID, and I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be like stupid, like xenophobic nationalist dreck or some shit. I don't fucking know, bro. I'm assuming it's probably stupid. Not xenophobic nationalist dreck. I'm just gonna assume it's dumb. I'm just gonna guess it's gonna be dumb. That's the assumption I'm going to operate off of initially. That's probably stupid. Dude, like, God, right-wingers are so fucking dumb, man. Like, are we being for real right now, dude? Okay, we're gonna fucking take a look at this shit real quick. Cause this shit's fucking dumb. What's up, Boy Meets Mini? What up, Boy Meets Mini? How are you doing this fine evening? You know, I always forget to do this, but you also have the ability to give yourself a shout out. But you know, Boy Meets Mini is a streamer. Allegedly. There you go. I always forget to do that, but then again, Boy Meets Mini has the power to do it for himself at any point in time. DOSBox with Captain Bible. Nice. I was editing a video because I wanted to render this video at the same time. What the fuck was that sound? That was a little weird. Whatever. This can shut the fuck up for now. Okay, we're doing the thing. We're doing the meme, right? Constant spitting. Oh, also it's Easter. It's Easter for us. Not only for the Protestants and the Catholics out there, but for us Orthodox Christians. Easter. Yeah, I had to pick up my dad from the airport today, so I did that. That was arduous. It just took a while, honestly, because there was like 2 accidents on the way to Toronto. There was 2 accidents and like 2 lane closures. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. There was a lot of people on the road. I'm like, it's fucking Saturday. It's Easter. What are you people doing? What, Pearson? I don't know, I haven't been to Pearson in like forever, to be honest. I haven't really traveled in like forever, I'll be honest, because I'm just like, I like, listen, if I can avoid travel, I just avoid it, because I just don't like traveling. So I'm just not into it. If I go travel with like a bunch of friends of mine, then yeah, I'll travel with them. But otherwise, like, fuck that shit, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything like that's like really terrible about Pearson in particular. I don't know. And again, I've not really been to LAX. Well, how bad is LAX? Is it just like stupid and confusing and annoying to navigate or something? I don't really know. I can only assume that you, Boy Meets Mini, have been to fucking LAX at least once in your life. One can only assume. 8 terminals? 8 terminals? Dude. Pearson only has 2. We only have 2. It's 1 in 3 for some bumblefuck reason. It's not 1 in 2, but whatever. Well, anywho, let's get started with all this shit. It's in a loop. It's weird, just weird. All right, bumblefuck, big stupid head, bald pool, dim fool. Didn't Trump like hold up this image of like what? Apparently this was on Kilmar Obrego Garcia's fucking hand, and this is supposed to delineate that he's like MS-13. Really? Marijuana. Smiley face, cross, skull. Is this really true? Okay. I mean, like, really? This is so fucking lazy, bro. I mean, this is all in response to what? Chris Van Hollen seeing Kilmar Obrego Garcia? And because what? Recently, the Trump administration, like, is basically not getting their way with the Supreme Court. Really? Like, I think that's what it is. Looks like someone, some fake tattoo on a villain in God's Not Dead. Well, the only reason why Trump is doing this, like, really idiotic fucking shit, is because, well, you know, the Supreme Court's not, bending the knee, because they literally just said, like, no, you're going to bring him back home. We said what we said. You're not challenging our fucking power. So, like I predicted, the Supreme Court is not going to, you know, bend over for the dipshit fascists because of their own power being challenged. They're just basically like, no, you're going to bring him home, just like these other courts said, you should bring him home, you're bringing him home. And so, you know, Trump has to do, like, copium fucking, make, like, copium pictures about, like, whatever the fuck this is. Because, again, like, is it illegal to be a part of a gang? No. Kilmar Obrego Garcia still hasn't done anything illegal. So, like, what are we trying to, like, nail him on? That's the problem with this. So you're gonna, like, completely challenge and try to upend the fucking judicial system just because, like, a dude could be a part of a fucking gang. We don't even know if does he even have these tattoos? He could just be lying as well. Tim Pool lies all the time. Trump lies all the time. Like, this is irrelevant. Who the fuck cares about this shit? It's just silly. Like, what else are you supposed to say to this besides it's just silly? And the only reason why he's doing shit like this is to make, like, cope about the fact that the Supreme Court just said, like, no, you're bringing him back. We're upholding our fucking unanimous decision. Just bring him back. Fuck you. Okay. I just wanted to watch this because it's probably funny. I'll be honest. Glad Hassan is calling this disgusting shit out. Frogan doesn't even cover politics on her stream. She's one of the kindest, most caring people I've met in Twitch space and gets the most hate online. It's gross and we should all do more to fight it. That's true. She does get a lot of hate for, like, very stupid reasons. I will agree with this. Is this Cinemarxism? I think this is Cinemarxism. I think so. Has the same PFP.
The reaction to Frogan by everyone, including XQC, is so fucking gross, dude.
True.
Straight up. You're fucking gross. That's all it is. Everybody acts like Frogan is the fucking Antichrist, okay? And it's so transparent what these fucking losers are doing.
Here's the okay, this is the easiest non-edgy call of the fucking universe. It's because she's half white and has a hijab. This is the easiest call in the fucking universe. We all know that, like, fucking dumb fuck Quebecois freak XQC probably would have a conniption with a woman wearing a hijab because, like, literally in Quebec, they tried to pass, like, anti-Muslim fucking clothing laws, like, trying to ban the hijab and the fucking niqab, based off of, like, some, like, fucking national security, like, provincial security fucking directive. We all know why. It's because he's just a fucking stupid racist. Yeah, that's, like, the easiest fucking call in the world. It's all just dumb fuck racists. Easiest call. Half white, half Muslim woman. I think half Arab, right? Half Arab, half white woman fucking wears a hijab. And these fucking, like, stupid fucking freaks are just, like, mad about that. That's it. Easiest call easiest call in the world. The only cringe Frogan really did in all this was wishing PTSD on U.S. military service members. That's true. That was a pretty bad, like, that is a pretty bad fucking goddamn take, I'll be honest. But, like, even that shit gets completely blown out of fucking proportion. It's like, it's the end of the world. Like, okay, man. It was an edgy joke that didn't really land well. Meh.
Like, you can have disagreements with Frogan if you want, but god damn, everyone is immediately, like, their reaction is so visceral.
This is true.
It's so goddamn visceral. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
Dude.
This shit is so fucking normalized.
It's because half white and a hijab. It's the fucking half white hijab. That's why. Easy. That's the only fucking reason. It's not because of, like, the fucking, like you said, like, the PTSD on U.S. military service members. That's just, like an excuse. That's a shield that they hide behind. No, it's the half white woman in a hijab fucking thing. That's what it is. It's fucking racism. It's all fucking colorism, racism, fucking bullshit. That's what it is.
Like, Asmongold, XQC, I saw some of them go fucking viral too. It's like, yeah, bro, she's hijabi. I know. And don't even fucking for a moment act like that does not contribute to this. They will say, oh, it's because we hate her opinions. Like, no, you reacted that way specifically.
Hold, I wonder what they would think of, like, Orthodox Christian women who wear, like, the headscarves in the church, because that happens all the time. You go to really Orthodox areas, depending on the area, you wear, like, they wear fucking headscarves. Like, Orthodox Christian women head covering. What about that? Wait, hold on. It's interesting. Hey, XQC and Asmongold, you guys have a problem with this? Well, so what's going on here? These are Christians. They're white. And they're wearing headscarves. This could be... It's probably not the same as a hijab or whatever, but a hijab is a fucking headscarf. This is also a headscarf. That almost looks like a keffiyeh. Yeah, the pattern's a little different, though, right? The coloring is the same, but the pattern is different. Well, what about this? What's wrong with this, huh? Dink donk. Dink donk, XQC Asmongold. You got a problem with these Orthodox Christian women with their head coverings? Well, what's up? Or like all the fucking, as we've, like literally, like, babushkas, right? We all know the fucking babushkas. Well, what's up? Yeah, nuns. Nuns wear fucking, head coverings. That's a little weird. Same origin as his job, because these are all Middle Eastern, religions. This is true. But, you know.
Specifically for a very specific purpose, bro.
Just read through IQ racism.
I hate this. I hate this shit so much. But it's not necessarily that I hate the reaction, and I think it's more so that it's so normalized to behave this way. It really grosses me out. And I know people will try to fucking do the, wow, you're
real
so ruthless for calling out the Islamophobia here and calling out the racism here. I wasn't being racist, and then fucking fight tooth and nail.
Dude, fucking, like, the simpering morons who fucking come into, like, comment sections all the fucking time to make those arguments are so tired and fucking boring, dude. It's the same fucking thing every single time. I hate it, bro. God, I fucking hate that shit. It's like, well, you're just like saying, you're not even like engaging with any of the arguments or anything. You're just calling them racist. It's like, because what they're saying is fucking racist. There's nothing else to engage with there. They're just being racist. Like, what, is there a problem with like telling it as it is? Oh, but you think Asmongold and like XQC tell it as it is. Shut the fuck up. Not many people care about like people telling things like it is. That doesn't fucking matter to you people. That's a meaningless fucking distinction.
But it's gross as fuck. Okay?
People are saying this.
That wasn't the part I was talking about, bro. Keep watching until you bring up the content nuke to see his reaction. I don't care about fucking Ethan's reaction. I don't even want to see it anymore. I'm so pissed off.
Who the fuck cares about Ethan's reaction?
What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? How are we so goddamn cruel? You know what I mean? How is that allowed? How do other people in the community don't fucking check these people? You know what I mean?
Dude, like, don't what, like, what, Ethan did, like, a fucking reaction to the entirety of the Content Cop. It was, like, 4 hours long or something. If you want, like, I don't know, concentrated mental illness in a can, you can just go probably look at that video. Fuck that, dude.
Why is that appropriate? Why is that in any way, shape, or form appropriate? Like, that's a fucking peer, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry she doesn't have fucking 30,000 live concurrent viewers. Maybe then you would suck up to her and respect her.
I mean, that's really what it is, to be honest. It's because, like, they can bully fucking small content creators. You know, their XQC gets like what 40,000 or whatever the fuck amount of viewers every fucking day by being, well, like just a complete fucking troglodyte. Like sitting there just being fucking stupid. And Asmongold can go on like racist screeds about, I don't know, black people. And then just like talk about like the degeneration of like Western society or whatever the fuck, and have like 70,000 viewers or some shit concurrently, all saying like, "Oh yeah, base W, yeah, this is a good analysis," and meanwhile the only thing he's like saying is like, I just have a problem with black people and like Muslims. I just don't like. I think they're kind of icky, and like that's that. So, and then they're like little minions and gremlins will like, if you like criticize them, go after them and say like, yeah, I think this is just kind of bad behavior. I think these people are really stupid and dumb. Like they'll just say like, you're just mad. You're like triggered. You're not even like engaging with anything that they say. You're just like saying stuff, bro. What are you, triggered? Are you triggered, liberal? And it's just like, bro, like, this is boring. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Come on, man. Stop being so... Honestly, I just want to say to all these, like, 12-year-olds, stop being so fucking boring. Just at least make it, like, a little interesting. Just, like, don't make me fucking snooze. I'll be honest, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, Opera GX, for doing that shit. Get the hell out of here. Boring and stupid, and I hate them. Boring and stupid. Matt Walsh being racist. Whoa. Who would have thought such a thing could be possible? Our national identity is not melting pot. So, when the U.S. is broadly described as a melting pot, what is generally meant by that is basically the culminations of a bunch of different cultures being put together as a broader American culture. But like, Matt, you're a Catholic, and America is primarily Protestant. You have a banjo in the fucking background, which is references to fucking slaves, like the Caribbean fucking slaves. Is that the history of the banjo? History of the banjo. I'm curious. Because so far, it's just like, it's the idea that like, oh yeah, America's not a fucking melting pot, but let's just like, bro, Yeah, why does he have pizza? What? That's a little weird. Interesting. Yeah, banjos were created by enslaved Africans and their descendants in the Caribbean and colonial North America. Yeah, they were made by fucking slaves. By black people. So, like, that doesn't get any more fucking melting pot than that. But, well, you know. Also, Walsh. That's not an American last name. Walsh ain't an American last name. But he wants to make the argument that, fucking America's national identity is not a melting pot. Okay, bro.
You know, this melting pot stuff is almost beside the point anyway. Even if America is a melting pot, however you define melting pot, that does not answer the question of identity. Melting pot is not an identity. Let's just agree with Sam Cedar for a moment, just for the sake of argument. It's a melting pot. Fine.
Oh, he's responding to Sam Cedar. Walsh is an Irish surname that literally means Welshman or foreigner. That's so fucking funny. Well, you should just call him Matt Foreigner. Hey, Matt Foreigner. Matt Foreigner. You're a foreigner. Ha! Foreigner. I don't get any more fucking melting pot than that, buddy. Alright, let's see. What does Matt Foreigner still have to say here?
Melting into what? And for what purpose?
I broadly said before, the melting pot is a collection of, cultures and identities all being put in one place to make something new. A sort of combination, a medley, a stew. Because that's what, like, the melting pot sort of analogy is for. Like, you know, you put all your fucking whatever the fuck in there, it melts together, it becomes something new. It becomes an American culture. Whoa.
Like, that's the question, Sam.
That is...
what are we melting into? Why?
The American culture. And why?
Imagine that I told you, let's say I told you about an exciting new organization that I just founded.
Sure.
I said, I just founded an organization. You're going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
And you ask me, well, what is the organization? And I say, oh, it's an organization with a bunch of different kinds of people. Okay. It's a melting pot of people. Do you see how you would still have absolutely no clue what the hell sort of organization it is?
What? What are you talking about? You didn't even, like, outline the goals of the organization. You just said, like, yeah, my organization has a bunch of people. It's like, okay, yeah, that's what organizations typically mean. Sure, okay. You didn't even outline, like, what's the goal? Like, do you, like, advocate for, like, I don't know, civil rights or some shit? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Now, am I still, like, playing into the point or something? I don't know. This is just, like, a really poorly thought out example. Like, what does this mean? Because what he's trying to say is, well, the problem is that there's a lot of different kinds of people in the organization. When, like, typically statistics have shown that, teams with, like, mixed races of people in, like, the military, for example, like, different squads with, like, a bunch of different races in there, typically perform the best. So, like, what? Is this, like, just, like, a weird, like, sort of diversity problem or some shit? Like... what I'm basically saying here is that his point doesn't really, like, mean anything because he's not really saying anything.
I would not have explained anything about what the organization actually is or why it exists or what its purpose is. Okay. Yes, it has lots of different kinds of people. Great. Why? What are they doing? What is
probably the goals of the organization. Why are you fucking triggered over this, right? Like, it's got a bunch of different people who are working towards the goals of the organization. Because that's what organization is for? What? Yeah, he's just getting triggered over nothing. Like, bro, well, okay.
Context. That's the question that Sam cannot answer. He's debating national identity, but he has...
Well, the thing is that, like, the thing you're talking about, Matt Foreigner, doesn't fucking matter. You're getting triggered over nothing, my dude.
No, absolutely no conception of what our identity actually is. That's why when Sarah asks him, well, what do you really not think it's that? What do you think it is? He can't answer. According to leftists like Sam Cedar, our country's identity.
Wait, was this like when Sam Cedar was doing the Jubilee thing and the fucking like stupid Nazi Barbie went up to him and just said like, actually, I think like xenophobic nationalism is good. And it's just like, that's like quite literally goes against like what America fundamentally is. What the fucking founding fathers like literally wrote about. But oh sure, okay, yeah. It's funny because these people complain about queer people being dramatic about identity. That's true, Boy Meets Minnie. That's true. Bro's throwing a fucking hissy fit over national fucking identity. Yet, like, it's so bad when fucking queer people do it. That's a little weird. But sure, yeah, it's... Man, I hate it when those queers do it. But no one's talking about, like, what our fucking national identity is. Yeah.
Identity has nothing to do with religion, ethnicity, race, tradition, or borders or laws. Right? Because he would say that illegal aliens who come here are also just as much Americans as anybody else. So,
no. What? What are you talking about? What, is this like about Kilmar Abrego Garcia or some shit? He would probably advocate for them to get their American citizenship, and the reason why a lot of fucking illegal immigrants haven't gotten their fucking citizenship yet is because, like, they put in their fucking papers to get processed to get citizenship within America, but the court system is so fucking backed up that it takes forever for them to hear those fucking claims. Also, illegal immigrants pay taxes, Matt. What happened to fucking taxation without representation? That's a little weird. These people don't have any representation anywhere. Like, literally, this guy, like, honestly, like, this dude would be against the fucking American Revolution if it fucking happened. Like, I'll be honest. Yep, and many of them work for a pittance. Exactly.
That means that borders and laws also don't define the country. If that's the case, what is our country exactly, Sam? What is it? What does it mean to be an American?
I think this is a lot of inference that he's just kind of making. That's just being like fucking born completely out of nowhere. I'll be honest. He'd be a loyalist and call Paul Revere a terrorist. I believe it.
What is our identity? Leftists like Sam Cedar can't answer that question. It's the what is a woman problem.
Okay, sure. What is the broader American fucking identity? Okay, I can try to fucking answer that question. The sort of like broader American identity is a collection of different, you know, races, cultures, ethnicities, immigrants, because originally America is a country of immigrants. The colonists came over and, well, killed a bunch of indigenous people in order to fucking colonize the entirety of America. And then a bunch of other immigrants have come in to add their own cultures. All of these like things have melded sort of together to create a broader American identity, an identity based around multiculturalism. There you go. There's an answer to the fucking question. Done.
Problem all over again. So they would rather launch ad hominem attacks or filibuster than give you a coherent answer because they can't, and they know they can't.
No, it's because the problem is, especially with what is a woman, that fucking question is you are looking for a specific answer. So then you throw a fucking hissy fit. I just answered the question. You would have a problem with that fucking answer. You would. You'd throw a fucking fit about it. And in terms of like what is a woman, what is I should just say, what is the specific answer that fucking Matt Walsh is looking for in terms of what is American national identity? He would talk about it's like, well, the national identity of America is that of the founding fathers and of the people who came here from Western Europe. That is what he would say. When that's not the case. Because when it comes to like what is national identity, that is a question that fucking changes throughout history, okay? It changes quite a lot. But if you want to give like a sort of like broader, sort of like more concrete definition that is more like flexible throughout the fucking goddamn like years, generally speaking, America is a nation of immigrants who came over to this land to start a new life for themselves. And all of these immigrants came in through, well, different time periods. Whether it be, of course, like, well, through means like slavery, through like, different migration waves, like, a lot of like the Chinese and Japanese immigrants that came over into the West Coast. A lot of the, Central and South Americans that have migrated throughout various waves because of a lot of American intervention. Or like, say, Irish and Italian immigrants. All of these people have broadly contributed to American culture and like what it means to be American. Or like lots of Filipinos exist in the West Coast. Why? Because like for a while, America was the Philippines' main protectorate as a result of the Spanish-American War. Or like all the Cubans that now exist in Florida. Why are they there? Well, because of American influence within Cuba. A lot of them fled to America. Well, that's a little weird. It's almost as if, like, America as a nation, as a concept, was born out of a lot of migration waves. Because it's originally a nation of immigrants. Whoa, crazy.
Guys like Sam, they can spit and sputter and tantrum all they want, but it won't change the facts here. And the fact is that, again, America was founded by Christians of Western European descent.
Called it. Whoa, crazy. Yeah, he's just gonna, like, literally, like, why am I so good at this? It's almost as if I've seen this dipshit's propaganda. Like, I literally just called his definition. He's gonna harken back to the settlers. Yeah, that's who it was originally founded by. Sure. Does that mean they are the pure, like, national identity? No. Because, guess what? There was no ever, like, concrete sort of foundation for American national identity. A bunch of people came in and immigrated into the fucking country. And it started to change. Crazy. Whoa. As a result of, colonialism and shit. Well,
That is the culture that our country is rooted in. That's a fact.
Except it's not.
If the Chinese or the Arabs had colonized North America and founded a nation here, it would be a fundamentally different nation.
Sure.
This country, the USA, the country that we live in right now, could not have been formed by any group other than Christians of Western European descent.
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so do we need to talk about why the Ottomans didn't, like, participate in colonialism? Is this what we're gonna have to fucking do? Alright, so why did the Ottomans not participate in colonialism? Mostly because of their fucking geostrategic position within the Mediterranean. They were basically in the middle of everything, and were the Ottomans really good at throughout the 16 and 1700s? Being taxmen, tariffmen, on Mediterranean shipping. Of course, that eventually started to depreciate and decrease as a result of colonization by Western Europe. Oh, yeah, let's not talk about, like, also the Ottomans sort of, like, allowing, like, other religious practices. Same with, like, the Abbasids also were very tolerant as well. I don't know if the Rashidun Caliphate was, but it was Rashidun, and then Abbasid, and then the Ottomans. If we're talking about, like, the sort of, like, main Muslim empires. But, hey, whatever. That doesn't matter. And the Chinese were, like, doing, like, full fucking isolationism. They didn't participate within colonialism. In fact, more often than not, they were victims of fucking colonialism. So they didn't really have the resources or the money to want to send out like colonist ships out to the Americas, because guess what? Those expeditions are fucking expensive. They had to have sponsorships from like the king. It's like, who the fuck cares about like what the Ottomans were doing during the times of colonialism or the Chinese? It's irrelevant.
Now, other groups can form countries. Many groups have formed many countries, obviously, but they could not have formed this country. This country is distinctly Christian and European at its core. That is a fact.
Protestant Christians, and the excuse was they were fleeing religious persecution. So originally there was a bunch of fucking pagans that went out there. Wait a minute. Hold on, Matt. There were Catholics that also went out there because they wanted to flee from the English's persecution of religion. So wait a minute, hold on. Does that mean it's actually pagan? Not Christian? Yeah, this is like stupid revisionist fucking bullshit. Those were the people that were the part of the original fucking settlers of America. They were of all different fucking religious affiliations because they were fearful of persecution because of their own religious beliefs. So they went to America so they don't have to deal with that bullshit. One huge reason I hate evangelicals, they skew history to suit their control of hierarchy. Well, I mean, that's Matt Walsh to a fucking T.
And guys like Sam have no response to that fact other than to cry about it.
I mean, I did just respond to it.
And that's why in
whatever.
response to my posts on this subject, in which I simply asked him to define American identity, Cedar posted this inane message on X. He said, quote, "I'm impressed how aggressively these guys from Daily Wire are owning white nationalism and theocracy."
Yeah, I think that is a perfect response, right? Like, wait, what did he even say, right? Sam Cedar is offended by her definition of American identity, but he has no alternative definition. This is how the left plays the game. Well, no, it's because it doesn't matter, like, what definition Sam Cedar gives, because you're not going to be satisfied with that definition anyways. Because again, it's not going to. It's the same shit that he did with what is a woman. What is a woman? Okay, a person who identifies as a woman. There you go. I gave you a definition. But Matt Walsh would get triggered by that fucking definition because that doesn't suit the extremely fucking narrow definition that he has in particular of a woman. Yes, this was the woman who said xenophobic nationalism is good. And funnily enough, she's from I think she's from fucking Rebel News. So she's a Canadian. So, you know, nice fucking meme jubilee. But she was a complete fucking freak. The Nazi Barbie fucking bitch. So, yeah, like, the reason why fucking Sam Cedar is not fucking answering the question is because there is no point in answering the question. You're asking a question which you will never accept an answer to, besides your extremely fucking narrow worldview's definition of. That's why he's not answering the question, because there's no point.
So that's about, he called, white nationalism. That's scary. Don't you get it, Sam? We don't care. You can label it all you want. Oh, that's white nationalism. Uh-huh. That's theocracy. That's Nazism. Whatever.
That's true.
It doesn't matter to us. Don't you see that?
I mean, you are the same dude who talked about the fertility of 16-year-olds, Matt Walsh. But you would have a problem with me calling you a potential pedophile. So I don't know, buddy.
Your labels don't mean anything to us. They mean nothing.
That is really funny coming from this fucking dude who talks about, like, trans people in the way that he does. Hilarious.
Not a single thing. See, the emotional blackmail only works if we give a damn what you think of us, and we don't at all. Not at all.
So then why the fuck do you care about getting a definition from Sam Cedar for this fucking question? You seem to be very emotionally invested in this. But okay, you know, I'm not emotionally invested, but I'm actually really but I'm really invested in, like, Sam Cedar's definition. But I don't really care, actually. Which is it? Speaking out of both sides of your mouth. Typical fucking fascist playbook.
So you're left with the question still that you can't answer. Once again, he refuses to articulate an actual...
You still want an answer to the fucking question, but you said you don't care about the... Make it make sense, man.
response. Instead, he resorts to these dumb labels that win debates in his circle, but he's left flailing and flabbergasted when he finds himself surrounded by people who aren't afraid of the labels.
Okay.
We don't care what you call us. The word white...
Bro, you're also the same dude who got fucking the fact that you said like millions of trans children are being like transed or whatever, and you got fucking fact checked by Joe Rogan of all people, bro. Like, come on, man, come on. You care about this? Why are you so fucking triggered about this? Then you're still being triggered about it. Clearly, you do care. You just want to pretend that you're above it all. Ludicrous.
White is not a pejorative to us.
Mm-hmm.
So now what, Sam? What do you have to say now?
No one, like, was Sam Cedar using white as a pejorative? When he called that woman a white nationalist? She was talking positively about xenophobic nationalism. That's about as white nationalist as it gets. Like, what are you talking about? Silly.
That tactic's off the table. We don't care. What about the issue?
Cool.
You have anything to say about that?
I mean, I already answered the question, but that's not the definition that he wanted. I even called what your definition is going to be. You're going to harken back to the fucking settlers who fucking went to America for a whole multitude of fucking reasons, not because of, like, Christianity or they wanted to colonize it for fucking Christ's sake. No, that's not the reasoning. Maybe for some of them, sure, but, like, no, generally speaking, most of them did it to, like, dodge, like, religious persecution and dodge taxes. That's why they did it. Because they wanted to do tax fraud. But, well, you know, for Matt Walsh, it doesn't matter, you know. He just wants to say, we just want to kill out all the browns and the blacks and all the fucking yellows and reds and shit like that and just make it white. He just wants a white ethno-state. That's it. That's all he wants. Okay, I haven't seen this video yet. But I saw it and I thought it was funny, so I wanted to look at it. New flavor of Israeli propaganda focused on Egypt. I hope all my fellow Egyptian countrymen would watch this. I feel very nauseated thinking about this lack of action against Israel. What do we got here? Well, we have a bunch of Israelis dressed as, like, I guess, like, stereotypical interpretations of what, like, Egyptian garb is or some shit. Okay. I mean, this is gonna be not stupid at all or something.
Upset about Egypt?
Free Gaza! Repent, Pharaoh, repent!
Happy Passover.
For thousands of years, Egyptians and Jews clashed.
They enslaved us.
But did you know they also share a border with Gaza?
What? Welcome to Why Are You Also Mad at Egypt, the game show.
Is this just like 3 IQ, like, whataboutism or something? Dog, the IDF are the ones who are fucking bombing the shit out of Gaza. And you're gonna get, like, triggered at, like, the Egyptians for not taking in all the Gazans? Because that's what it is, isn't it? They're just mad, like, dude, just take in the Palestinians, Egypt. Just do it. And it's like, we're not, and they've said themselves, like, we're not taking in over, like, 1 million fucking refugees, dude. Where the fuck are we gonna put them? Like, in the Sinai Peninsula, that's still, like, incredibly fucking destabilized to this fucking day because of shit that Israel did with the 6-Day War? Bah, you know. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Hey, you know, fuck it.
Question number 1. Who controls Gaza's border?
Unfortunately, Israel.
Okay, who else?
Syria.
I have no idea.
I am the worst geographer.
Okay, we'll give you a hint.
Pharaoh.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about, I think that what they're mentioning in particular is the Rafah border crossing, right? That's what it is. Which, guess what? Both the Palestinians and the Egyptians have control of. But the Israelis also want to have very, very tight controls over that as well. Whoa, crazy.
Gazans actually speak Egyptian. That's their dialect of Arabic.
Do you know why that's the case? As to why Palestinians speak Egyptian? Could it possibly be because of a particular fucking war that happened in 1967 when the Egyptians were given control of the fucking Gaza Strip, and then, you know, the Israelis conquered it from them? Or was it the 67 war, or was it in 48? It was either the first Arab-Israeli war, or it was the Six-Day War. I don't remember which one it was. Let me double check this, actually. When did Israel gain the Gaza Strip? Occupy Palestinian territory encompassing the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, has been occupied by Israel since 67. So yes, that was the Six-Day War. So they conquered it from the Egyptians during the Six-Day War. That was when they were told by the UN, like, okay, get out of Golan, you can keep the Gaza Strip, fuck it, and get out of the Sinai Peninsula. But okay, sure, we're just gonna blame the Egyptians for the Israelis bombing Gazans. Sure, man.
Oh, nice.
Here comes a useful idiot. Are you guys mad at Egypt at all? And their role in this? Oh, you're not mad at Egypt at all? They have full control over their borders.
Oh, I need to know more about that.
But again, like, why should you be mad at Egypt? They're part of the negotiations, sure. But again, that doesn't change the fact that Netanyahu has literally refused every ceasefire proposal because all he wants is Palestinian blood. And the war has started up again because, again, what does Netanyahu want? Palestinian blood. Same with Trump. He also wants Palestinian blood. But okay.
Well, don't you think if you're going to walk around with a sign and make a giant political statement, you should probably know a little bit more?
It is.
Question number 2. How many Gazan refugees has Egypt taken since the start of the war?
I believe quite a few.
Wait, which war? Which war? Are we talking about, like... I mean, first off, framing this as a war is silly, to say the least. But, like... Since what? Why don't we look this up? How many Palestinians... how many Palestinian refugees in Egypt? It's like the second thing that has come up. Estimates of the size of the Palestinian population in Egypt range from 50,245 to 110,000. During the Gaza war, it is estimated by the Palestinian Authority that at least 115,000 Palestinians from Gaza crossed into Egypt. Let's see what these guys think it is.
2,000.
The answer is 0.
Ah, so they're just lying. So just lies. Let me see, since the Gaza war, which Gaza war are we talking about here? Yeah, during the Gaza war. Because, like, yes, it is talking about the attacks on October 7th. So, yeah. So they're just lying? Okay. Just lie. Cool.
Egypt is still corrupt. They've been taking money from Gazans who are fleeing the war.
Really?
Up to $10,000.
Okay. Yes. As, like, border fees and stuff like that. Yeah, they're taking money from Gazans. But wait! Then, hold on. You're saying that none of the because you're talking to both sides of your mouth right now. Right? Think about it this way. They're saying that Egypt has taken 0 fucking Palestinian refugees in, but they're taking tens of thousands of dollars from Palestinians that are not going into Egypt? So are they going to Egypt or are they not going to Egypt? Classic fascist playbook. Speaking out of both sides of your mouth.
Mad at Israel. Why aren't you also mad at Egypt? This is Egypt's border fence with Gaza.
Someone asked them why they're not going to Egypt in the first place. That's a pretty good question. Yeah, I wonder why they're not going there. It's probably because they don't want to have fucking over 1 million fucking refugees that they would have to fucking house and take care of. That's why they don't want to do it, because it would collapse their economy probably. That's why they don't want to do it. Whoa.
Much bigger than Israel. Do you guys think that if you're only blaming Israel and not Egypt, you might be anti-Semitic?
Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, man. That's totally like this is like some really fucking lazy whataboutism, dude. This is really fucking lazy. I expected more, but it's just like, God. This is just like snooze, bro. Like, this is just so easy. Like, literally. Whoa. I googled, like, instantly, done. It took like 5 seconds to fucking figure out. This is an estimate, of course, by the Palestinian Authority. The only numbers that we can really go off of, because obviously a bunch of Palestinians more than likely fled from Gaza because of the fucking war. They have gone into Egypt. Whoa. But you're just gonna say it's zero? You're just gonna lie? Okay, sure, man. Yeah, these people are fucking annoying.
A lot of barbed wire. Did you know that?
No.
Does that surprise you how big and spiky it is?
Yeah.
Egypt also allowed through their Rafah border tons of Hamas weapons to come through over the years. It's one of the main reasons October 7th was allowed to happen. Well, you're here talking about a guy who wants the end of Western civilization. You guys think that Western...
Bro? What? This is definitely some weird fucking cherry-picked fucking bullshit. Oh, I wonder what Mahmoud Khalil, who just organized some drum circles in Columbia University with a bunch of kids smoking fucking weed. But yeah, sure. Oh yeah, he wants the end of Western civilization. Dude, people like you want the fucking end of Western civilization because you're, like, playing into the, like, stupid, dumb fuck, like, evangelical Christian rapture conspiracism. But okay, man. Sure, dude.
Civilization should be eradicated.
Yeah, it's quite all entirely based on racism.
Then why do you live here right
The source on this is good, by the way. WAPO investigative article. On, what exactly? What is this, Boy Meets Mini? Oh, it's an archive, okay. They deleted this, I guess. In Egypt, Gaza evacuees live in the shadows. Everything is closing in. Displaced Palestinians in Cairo have found sanctuary from war and a measure of calm, but are unable to build a future. Yeah, they probably get heavily discriminated against. So yeah, this is corroborating that 115,000 Gazan number from, I assume, the Palestinian Authority. Most remain in limbo with no legal status and nowhere else to go. They are, because Al-Sisi is a piece of shit. Al-Sisi is a fucking piece of shit, that's true. They are members of a new diaspora of Palestinians and people already haunted by memories of displacement. True, real. Several thousand sick and women being treated in Egyptian hospitals. Once in Egypt, non-medical evacuees have largely been left to fend for themselves. Tens of thousands have illegally overstayed their 45-day tourist visas, making them ineligible for public education, healthcare, and other services. Epic. But again, like, it's the same thing when, like, a bunch of illegal migrants come into the U.S., right? For example, they go in there and they have, like, nowhere else to fucking go. Right? Because, like, they go through the revolving door and they try to go back out, but the revolving door doesn't let them out. So they're just like, I guess I'm staying here now. I guess I'm just kind of stuck here. So, okay. Because most, like, illegal migrants that come into the U.S., guess what? I've overstayed their work visas. Whoa. Crazy. Same shit here, dude. No different. Except it's a tourist visa. Same fucking difference. Doesn't really matter. It can be tourist visa, it can be a work visa. Same shit. UN agency responsible for Palestinian refugees doesn't cover those in Egypt, and the United Nations broader refugee agency said it can't help new arrivals because Cairo doesn't recognize its mandate for Palestinians. Probably because of the US, so they can get arms from the US. Duh. Oh, and for the Suez Canal. That's another reason. This also lines up with the massive efforts to gentrify Cairo. You know, Al-Sisi doesn't want Palestinians there. Exactly. Like, they don't want them there. They were just kind of forced to have to take a bunch of them, but they don't want them. Like, seriously. It's just silly. This is very, very dumb.
Right now.
Where can I go?
Almost anywhere in the Middle East. Go to Egypt.
They're serving the most oppressive.
They don't want them. We just covered. They don't want them. So, like, what do they do? Again, I ask you this question. Dumb fuck Zionists. Egypt doesn't want them. So where do they go? They've already overstayed their visas. They are now illegal immigrants. They can get deported. Where to? Good question. Where would they go?
The brutal dictatorship the world has ever seen.
Right.
I know because I grew up in it.
You're not putting blame on any Muslim countries. I would like to continue living in Western civilization. All right, give us our microphone.
Gaza, free Gaza, free Gaza, free Gaza!
These people are great. What love?
No, that dude is real. You shouldn't fucking argue with these people because these people are fucking stupid conspiratorial morons. Like, yeah, real. That dude's real. Yeah, take the microphone and just say free Gaza. Fuck these people. They're stupid and they're dumb. They have no idea what they're talking about and they're just lying. Whoa, 115,000 Palestinians have gone into fucking Egypt. Whoa. They're now illegal immigrants. Whoa. Yeah, they're probably just stupid agitators. That wouldn't surprise me.
Lovely human being. So Trump just proposed a new plan for Egypt to take in more Gaza refugees while they rebuild it. How did Egypt react to that plan? A, they rejected it. B, they accepted it.
They probably rejected it because they've already taken in a bunch and they don't want to take in anymore. What, again, like I said before, there's over fucking 1 million of them. Where are you going to put them? U.S. isn't going to fucking take them in. You people wouldn't want that. So then what do you want? What do you want?
They rejected it? They did! You win $10! They don't want terrorism in their country either, but people just blame Israel because of anti-Semitism. You win.
That's not the reason why, you fucking troglodyte. It's because Israel was bombing the fuck out of them. Whoa. Yeah, but it's all anti-Semitism. Well, I guess I'm Hitler or something, because, you know, I'm blaming fucking Israel for all this bullshit. But, you know, guess I'm Hitler. Oh well. Oops. All Hitler. Like, seriously, like, these people are fucking Hitler, right? Let's be honest.
What are you gonna do with your earnings? Ice cream. You want to talk? I'm glad to say the N-word. Really? Well, do it. Do it. Are we allowed to talk about radical Islam?
My mom is Muslim. My father is Jewish. I'm from Morocco.
Where you guys go to school?
Dude is... Wait! That person was just talking about how Egypt is, like, one of the most brutal fucking oppressive regimes. You're from Morocco? Okay, bro. Nice meme, dude. Yeah, they're all lying. They're just liars. These people are lying. They don't know shit. And they do, like, fucking stupid cherry-picked jump cuts all the fucking time. Like, seriously. Yeah, they are no fucking different than the woke screaming face meme.
How's the school design?
Are they anti-Israel, your professors?
Professors are.
Do they ever talk about Egypt?
The professors are? That seemed like a very random cut you just did there. What are the professors? What, are they fucking anti-Israel or some shit? Like, what are they? They're probably born here, too. Who the fuck knows? Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Egypt's role in this?
I had no idea that Egypt
Was a part of this story?
Well, I did. I knew that. And we talked, I already mentioned how they've already, they've taken in a bunch of refugees already. So again, like, they want Egypt to take in more fucking refugees, but they would have a fucking problem with, like, terrorism or some shit. Like, I mean, it's like, again, what I talked about before. Speaking out of both sides of their mouth. A huge target of Hindufa nationalism, by the way, are kids born overseas in upper caste families and easy indoctrination. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that the fact that Egypt and Israel, both of them put up fences when Hamas took over in 2005, do you think that people only blame Israel because of anti-Semitism?
Well, I'm guessing Egypt is keeping a fence up, but they're not trying to invade and take the land.
That's a pretty good counterpoint with the woman in the fucking hat. Huh. But you're not gonna fucking engage with that because because it would make them look really bad and they won't be able to push their stupid lies. Do you think Israelis want kids to die? Yes. I will bite the bullet on that and say Yes, motherfucker. They seem to love bombing refugee camps, mosques, and other and people's apartment buildings where there are children present. So, actually, yes, I do think they want to bomb children. Oh yeah, they what, do you think that the Israelis are fucking like quiet about that? Fuck no. Of course not. They fucking literally present, like, fucking random IDF dipshits fucking put their war crimes on fucking TikTok, for fuck's sake. So yeah, actually, I do think that Israel wants to kill a bunch of children. Call me anti-Semitic. Fucking do it. You can literally lick my fucking balls.
You think Israelis want kids to die?
Yes.
You really believe?
Wait! Well, okay, she's based. Based. Based alert. She's based for that. Based. Based queen. Based fucking queen. She thinks Israelis want to kill people as well.
That's just
That is
completely
Hamas propaganda.
false. You know Israel's the only democracy in the Middle East? The only
democracy in the Middle East? Dude, then why the fuck? Hey, that's really funny that you say that Israel is the current only democracy in the Middle East when Netanyahu has been fucking holding onto power for way fucking longer than he should be because he's facing corruption charges that he is credible of. So guess what? He keeps the fucking military cabinet together for as long as he can so he doesn't go to fucking jail and doesn't have to go to his court proceedings. That's some democratic country you have there, motherfucker. Also, yeah, Rojava. But nice meme.
country where gay people are allowed to flourish.
Well, we know what we know.
And you believe you're more right than someone who's from...
I mean, like, dude, you're supporting the state that is currently bombing children in refugee camps and stuff like that. But like, do we need to pull up the videos of like children being fucking mutilated? Do we need to do that? Is that necessary? We could pull up those fucking videos. What, are those all fake or something? Okay.
From the Middle East
You're being
who's Muslim.
radicalized, unfortunately, on these campuses.
You're Zionist.
Of course I'm a Zionist.
Zionists are the majority of Jews. But that's not being shown
Really
to
not
you.
willing to have
Let
a
me just
conversation?
speak with you.
He split like the Red Sea.
Yeah, again, nonsense. Israel doesn't allow same-sex marriage. Yeah, they don't allow fucking civil unions, right? They don't even allow it. So, oh well. They allow gay people to flourish. Yeah, but they are not allowed to get married in Israel. Whoopsie.
Who controlled Gaza until 1967?
The radicalized.
It was Egypt, who took Gaza in 1967 because of the Six-Day War. Israel. Whoa, crazy. I mean, like, do we really need to say anything else? These, like, two fucking, Egypt LARPers, doing, like, extremely fucking stereotypical pharaoh garb or whatever the fuck LARP bullshit these motherfuckers were doing. These 3 IQ fucking troglodytes are doing, are just liars. They're stupid and, just want to kill babies. I'll say it. Yeah, they just want to kill babies. Again, here's the reason why Egypt doesn't want to fucking take in, more fucking Palestinian refugees. They already have about 115,000 of them. I wonder why they don't want to take in more. They've already taken a shit ton of them. That they're racist against anyways. They fucking hate them. I've also heard Israel is just as, if not more homophobic as Arab countries. But I have to do independent research on that. Lots of propaganda in the way. Yeah. I mean, we know that, again, in fucking Israel, are gay people allowed to have civil unions? No. They have to go through a bunch of fucking religious courts for that. So they lie about that as well. Like, are they going to stone gay people for, like, kissing in public or some shit? Probably not. I don't even know if that necessarily fucking happens in most of these, like, majority fucking Arab countries. Probably they do. To some extent or another. Would they say that about, like, their ally Saudi Arabia? I don't know if they would say that. Or, like, their ally Jordan? I don't know. But again, like, gay people do not have that many rights in fucking Israel, right? they can't even get fucking married. They're not allowed to have fucking civil unions. So it's just like, okay, so they can like, I don't know, fondle each other's balls in public or some shit. Probably not that. That would be indecent exposure. You know what I fucking mean. If they kiss in fucking public, they're probably not going to get arrested or something. Yeah, don't you harm me. Get the hell out of here, Boy Meets Mini. Shut your goofy ass up. But are they allowed to get married in Israel? Yeah, not really. They have to go through a whole fucking process. But again, the main fucking people who are to be blamed here is not Egypt. It's the fucking country that's bombing the shit out of them. And that's Israel. Those are the main people you should be fucking blaming. But again, these people are two Zionist dumb fucks who just want to spread a fucking bunch of dumbass propaganda. Like, that's really all that it is. They're propagandists, and they're dumb and they're stupid. Nice. Okay, we're done with that. No more. Time for Poo on Head. Guess what? I didn't pre-watch this one. No pre-watch on this one. I know, inconceivable. Listen, Boy Meets Mini, was going to happen eventually, okay? She also made a video on USAID. I don't know if I want to go over that, because it's probably going to be very stupid and conspiratorial, because, you know, bimbo. Yeah, I'll be honest, just bimbo. Bimbo, the consequences of being a bimbo. I will be a misogynist. I will be misogynistic, and no one will stop me. Yeah, dude. Alright, let's wet the throat. See if the eggs are done cooking. Dumb fuck game. Doing this stupid bullshit. I hate it! Anger! Ugh. Ugh. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Suck my meato. Stupid. Alright. Let's get the show on the road. A preamble. Shoe on head, shoe on head, shoe on head. What do we got to say? Honestly, I'll say this. Shoe on head is probably one of the main reasons why I do not like fucking populists. Because, like, shoe on head will very often engage in a lot of the exact same, like, stupid conspiratorial fucking nonsense that a lot of, like, populists will tend to engage in. So, generally speaking, a lot of the fucking problems that I have with populists in general, I don't have really as much of a problem with populism, this sort of ideology around, like, populists, I guess, for lack of a better term. I have a very big problem with the modern sort of iterations of populists, generally speaking, because I see a lot of them as, like, really, like, dumb, stupid, like, fucking conspiratorial type people who very often talk about how they are very, very fucking populist, but generally speaking, like, not support a lot of, like, populist measures. Like, J.D. Vance would call himself a fucking populist, but he doesn't support very popular union sort of legislation. Shoe on Head does. Like, she is, like, honestly, the best way to describe her is a Bernie-crat. She's a Bernie-crat through and through. Let's be fucking quite honest. She's just a social democrat, but for whatever reason decides to, like, engage in a lot of just, like, reactionary sort of, like, tendencies, and like just refuses to, like, sort of, like, reflect in on, you know, any of those sort of ideas. And that's why I generally have a lot of problem with populists in general, because they do the exact same shit. Now with, like, right-wing populists, because I don't think Shoe on Head is a right-winger. I don't think so. She just be very, very silly, I guess, for lack of a better term. Just very, very silly for, like, no reason. She tends to, like, play into a lot of like stupid conspiratorial stuff and be friends with like really dumb fucking right-wingers who do not at all believe in the exact same things. And then she'll very often run back to like the position of like, well, I'm just a dumb fucking bimbo. It's like, okay, you are that. That is a part of the problem because you're just unwilling to do any critical thinking yourself. You know, broadly speaking, when I talked about like the death of fucking subjectivity and like the broader death of fucking critical thinking in general, Shoe on Head is like a perfect sort of like microcosm of those concepts because like she has a very, very difficult time thinking about what it's like to be in another person's shoes. She doesn't do that very often. And also, like, very, very often, like, we'll have, like, a particular idea or, like, think of a, like, particular concept, and she'll never fucking move from that position. Just incapable of doing reflection very, very often. Like, I mean, this was also the same person who did the fucking whole, like, the stupid Balenciaga conspiracism, saying that Balenciaga was, like, a den of pedophilia or some shit, when they did, like, an edgy shoot with, like, some Supreme Court documents. No evidence of pedophilia or anything in the fucking company whatsoever. They did a fucking super edgy fucking shoot. Crazy. But, you know, sort of the byproducts of, like, the stuff I've mentioned earlier. So, what do we got here? I know that Shoe on Head, very often when she talks about a lot of social issues, a lot of her prescriptions can be fucking correct. So, like, talking about, like the male loneliness epidemic, she's one of the people who sort of brings up the idea of, like, men really don't have, like, a role model to look at. When, like, I do partially agree with analysis like that, but, like, another problem that a lot of men face in general is because of, like, sort of, like, general patriarchal norms and standards that are imposed on them that they can't achieve because of the current socioeconomic reality that is being faced in America. So there being a sort of, like, societal, social, and, like, economic standard they're supposed to obtain, but they can never achieve. So guess what? It causes them to be fucking lonely and become lost as a result of that. I don't remember if that's, like, the sort of analysis she goes with in her, like, male, like, loneliness epidemic, or, like, why, like, the Democrats have a problem appealing to men, because I do agree with that. I do agree that they have a problem with appealing to men. But, like, Shoe on Head is the type of person who would, broadly speaking, like, blame, like, girl bossing feminism as, like, the primary sort of vector for as to why that's the case, when I do think it's a factor, but not the main factor. Like, like, you know, she'll tend to, like, blame a lot of, like cringy, because, again, she came out of the, like, sort of, like, skeptic era of YouTube, right, during Gamergate. However, she, you know, did, like, the sort of, like, dumb fuck idiot, like, criticisms of, like, liberal feminism. Like, the problem with, like, liberal feminism is the fact that they were just playing only into the fucking man-hate. It's because they were, like, helping sort of, like, reinforce that sort of, like, you know, that tendency that men are, like, beneath them. It's all about, like, girl boss fucking feminism and shit like that, which I think has its fucking problems, when in reality it should have been a more intersectional conversation, but liberal feminists are never really fucking interested in any of that shit. Well, anywho, what do we got here? The female dating strategy. You know, like, my fucking criticisms of Shoe on Head all aside, like, we got this video that I came across. I can only assume that this is probably going to be, like, stuff that you can agree with. Maybe it's just, like, not very eloquently put. I don't know. Let's see.
Years ago, I made a video where I read some terrible pickup attempts by men trying to date women.
True.
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just one step in my journey.
Hi.
Fuck off!
And I figured, you know what? It's International Women's Day. Years ago, I made a video where I read some terrible pickup attempts by men trying to date women. And I figured, you know what? It's International Women's Day. Let's do a female version of that video. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are once again taking a break from the men and focusing on the fairer sex, women. You wanted equality,
Love
ladies?
women.
Well, here it is. Today, we are looking at the female dating strategy.
Yay, I don't want subtitles, I want to go faster.
It's 2025, and apparently the men have given up on approaching us. 45% of men ages 18 to 25 have apparently never approached a woman in person, which is honestly, like...
It's over for me, boys.
So pathetic. Like,
it's over.
What are you scared of, Zoomers? That women are gonna film your sad attempts to hit on them and post them on TikTok for the world to see? That doesn't happen. But it seems like in order to get a date and save ourselves from crippling loneliness or eventual depopulation, the women have started...
Approaching is fucking weird, I'm gonna admit. Well, that's also a standard of patriarchy, right? Like, it is expected for men to be the sort of predators chasing the prey kind of idea. That's, like, kind of the sort of, like, thought process behind that. And, like... with the sort of like socioeconomic problems that our men are facing, like, and the sort of like failings of their manhood or whatever the fuck, like that sort of like standard is still foisted upon men. So it's difficult for them, right? It's much better to get people to get to know people through friend connections. Unironically, like my mom decided to be like, hey, you know. There's this, she sees someone called a naturopath, and her naturopath told her, like, hey, there's this, like, girl that I know of, a friend of mine, you know, is similar to your son, is very, like, shut in and nerdy like your son or whatever the fuck. Maybe they should get to know each other or some shit. And my mom, presented that as like, you know, like, hey, maybe you should get to know her or something. I'm like, I don't like this. This feels very fucking weird to me, you know? Like, she also made sure to stress the fact that, like, her family's a part of a rich construction business. I'm like, how much is this about, like, me trying to find genuine connection with this person? And about the fucking rich construction business. Now that makes me even more suspicious. But yeah, like, also, like, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck about any of that shit, right? Like, so I immediately became fucking, like, immediately fucking adverse of this. I said to my mom, I'm like, listen, if you want to fucking go ahead with it, whatever, I don't give a shit. Like, because... I told her, like, straight up, I'm like, why would you mention the fucking rich construction business stuff? Like, why? That's really fucking weird to me, to be quite honest. But yeah, like, the idea that, like, men are supposed to be the predators that are supposed to be catching the prey, like, that's a patriarchal sort of, like, standard, right? Well, anyway, I'm rambling on at this point. But yeah, Indian soap opera, that's me.
Really upping their game and becoming more assertive. Too assertive. Many people say that all a woman has to do to get a date is just stand there. Doesn't matter how fat, ugly, socially awkward you are, just stand there. Just stand there and a man will come to you. While men have to put in more effort. They have to be handsome, tall, rich, well-groomed. Wait a minute. That reminds me. Before we get into all this, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Henson Shaving. Studies show that 2/3 of men experience some form of thanks to Henson Shaving.
Ads!
So let's just dive into this dumpster fire, shall we?
I hate ads.
I love your tattoos. Thank you. Can you not send me a smile face? I have a boyfriend. All right. Off to a great start. Hey.
Wait. I'm really confused. That first girl has a fucking boyfriend? Why the fuck is she on a fucking dating app? Cheating? Question mark?
All right. Off to a great start. Hey.
True.
Hi. Thanks for liking my pic. You're fit, by the way. Welcome and thanks. I have a boyfriend. Sorry. You're hot. Thanks. I have a boyfriend. Okay, Schizo. Just wanted to let you know that our date...
I do, so far, yeah, like, I'm kind of on Shoe on Head's side with this one. Like, why are you saying that you have a boyfriend you wanted to message? I like, this is one of those things where I don't understand. Like, do they actually have a boyfriend, or is that, like, an excuse to get out of the conversation? This is a little strange. Just want to let you know that our date was the worst date I've been on ever, and I hope you die in a tragic car fire, loser.
date was the worst date I've ever been on ever, and I hope you die in a tragic car fire, loser. I'm really glad I dodged a bullet here. Best wishes. So you're not even gonna try to apologize for the bad date or try to make things work? You're just an ugly shit person. Glad I won't have to deal with you again. Good luck being alone forever. You just told him you hope he dies in a tragic car fire. Why the would he apologize? Or better yet, try and make things work. Next. They can't all—
Again, like, I feel like part of the problem here is, like, because men are, like, expected to sort of apologize here. Like, see, this is what I said with, like, Shoe on Head videos before. Like, you can come out of it, like, either, like, agreeing with what she's saying, because what she's saying here is pretty agreeable. It's like, yeah, this is a little fucking weird behavior, right? It's a little strange. You can come out of it, like, sort of agreeing with her, being like, yeah, I mean, this is understandable. It's kind of weird. Or you're being like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is like some schizo nonsense. But yeah, so far, this seems very, very fucking silly. I'll be quite honest.
all be this crazy, right? Right? Hey, you probably didn't really notice me, but I was in your physics class and I thought you were really cute and I got your number from your friend. Oh, hi. Who'd you get my number from? Justin? I was wondering if you want to maybe go out for coffee or something else like that sometime this week. I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm interested. LMAO, what the f? You don't even know who I am. I'm not trying to
Okay, I mean, sure.
offend you, I'm just uninterested. LMAO, you're not even worth my time. It was more pity than anything, LMAO. Don't f***ing talk to me anymore. LMAO, you thought I'd be interested in you. You're f***ing delusional. Messing up a chance with me, LMAO, you're lost anyway. I'm out of here.
I mean, like, you called him cute, and you said that you want to go out for, like, coffee or some shit, and the other guy was just like, first off, he got, like, a little sussed out, understandable. It's like, where'd you get my number from? Oh, I got this from your friend. I'm like, okay. I don't know, like, maybe, like, is it reasonable for the guy to be kind of sussed out there? Maybe. I don't know about, like, whatever, like, experiences the guy has in there in particular, but, like, I don't really understand, like, the sort of, like, reasoning. Like, she got mad because she was trying to be assertive and, like, put herself out there. Because, like, generally speaking, it is quite difficult for a lot of women to sort of put themselves out there because, let's be honest here, there's a lot of weirdo fucking guys out there. Like, men kind of do suck. Which is why it's really difficult to sort of, like, talk about these things because, like, part of it is, like, men fucking suck, but also, like, women also have problems with, like, socialization, broadly speaking, because of a lot of things that I've mentioned earlier, like, you know, patriarchal norms and standards, broader, like, socialization has become way more fucking difficult because of, like, social media and suburbanization. Mostly because of suburbanization, forcing everyone to have to socialize through social media as a result, right? Root fucking causes. So, like, is it, like, strange that this woman is, like, behaving this way? You can certainly say that in like, a sort of vacuum, but, like, in a broader fucking context, like, it's kind of complicated.
Your league. Go f yourself, stupid asshole. I love seeing someone's true colors and realizing how disgusting they are on the inside. This is a common theme you'll see here. Woman messages man rejects woman freaks out and says she was never interested anyway. Bitch, you were so interested. You went out of your way to get his number from his friend. But yeah, you're not interested. Cope. Next. I'm not sure about seeing you.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Like, Shoe on Head's not correct when she, is correct when she's making that assertion. You showed interest. You're just mad that you fucking got rejected. Which, I mean, happens. It is a little strange because, like, perhaps, like, and this is, like, certainly not a bad point when, like, that Shoe on Head initially sort of, like, posted to begin with. Because I do sort of, like, kind of agree with this point. If a woman wants to get, like, a date, all she has to do is, like, fucking stand there. So, the women acting rather fucking entitled with the fact that a lot of men, not with a lot of men, that if the woman decides to sort of put herself out there and show interest in a guy, and they get really fucking upset about getting rejected by that guy, it's just like, that's a little fucking weird. Like, why are you so upset about that? You try, like, dude just didn't want to have any fucking interest in you, and that's, like, fine and normal, and then they just get, like, mad about it. And it's just like, that's a little weird. It's like, yeah, because, like, a lot of, like, sort of female socialization has essentially been like, well, I mean, if you just, like, sit there and look pretty, then, like, you're gonna get, like, all the dates, right? That's, like, the sort of idea. So, like, if they try to, like, you know, do that, they think they're gonna get all the dates by putting themselves out there. So then they get triggered when they don't get something, right? Does it broadly make sense what I'm saying here? I'm saying this in, like, a really fucking roundabout way, but, you know. We're just gonna keep going.
again. All right, good night. Wow, that's it? Seriously? Okay, now I realize that was a huge mistake. How rude. You just pissed me off, and I never get mad. Don't be immature and ignore me. I can get any guy I want to. I don't need you. My uncle is the old governor here and worked for the embassy. My family has power. You are nothing. Goodbye. See, I was always thought no means no, but apparently no means get back here and try harder. Hey, please delete my number. I'm sorry, who is this? Oh, hey, yeah, I didn't save it, so you're good. The f***? Why? What is the matter with you? We had 2 really nice dates and you don't want to see me now? You're probably a cocksucker anyways. Don't know how to handle a real woman. No wonder your wife left you. They really want these men to be like, oh, please, no, please, please, give me another chance. Please, please, queen, just a crumb. Please, please, just a sniff, queen, please. And then when they don't do that, when the men are just like, okay, bye, they're like, how dare you reject me, queen of the universe.
Yeah, I feel like this is a lot of byproducts of, like, the liberal sort of girl boss fucking feminism. Like, my family has power, some peak Brahmin pickup line. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I think this is, like, a huge byproduct, I think, of, like, fucking liberal pop feminism, I'll be honest. Like, all the women, like I've said before, have been taught how to socialize through social media, broadly speaking. So when they try to, like, put themselves out there, it becomes, like, kind of like a fucking complete asshat shit show of itself, right? I am curious what the male version... Perhaps I'll cover the male version of this, like later. I'm curious, like, as to what the male version of this... Because, like, there's definitely a lot of weird fucking guys out there. I don't know if, like, Shuon had to, like, focus on, like, those people. Maybe.
You f***. What are your thoughts about being with someone who is cute in a broken kind of way? I'm not really sure I understand what you're talking about, but if you're talking about yourself, I hardly even know you. It's just that I'm cute, but broken. Bro. Run. Hello? Talk to me? To think I was going to sleep with you, but you up and ghosted me. Piece of crap. No.
Cute, but broken. Yeah. What, yeah, what does that mean? That's a good question.
Woman will ever love you like I would have. I'm going to have to ask you not to message me anymore, thanks. F you, you're worthless. Nobody will like you. You should hang yourself. What's crazy is, I know this is like some of you people's dream girl right here. You all want the yandere anime girlfriend until you actually have one in real life, trust me. Hey, hi, hey.
Yeah, it's a little weird. That's a little weird. It is the fucking yandere fucking trope, isn't it? Yeah, it's a... So, I guess, like, what is meant there is, like, she's attractive, but, like, or, like, in a conventional sense, I suppose, but will act like a psycho. Yeah, that's definitely a little Monka W.
What's up? Send me a sick pic on SC. We are having a Riz off and I want to win. What? Penis, babe. I want to put each of your balls in my nostrils and inhale until they're behind my head and I'm high on your stank. Oh!
Hey, she's a girl who knows what she wants. I don't know, like, what's fucking fucking man stink balls, man ball stink. There we go. Hey, you know, she knows what she wants, you know. Real for that one.
Oh, wow. Is this the female version of, like, I would drag my balls across 1,000 miles of broken glass, hear you fart through a walkie-talkie? Is that what I'm looking at right now? 10, no notes. Don't expect to hear from me again. I'm horny. Ah, yes, the duality of woman. Hey, I had fun last week. Would you want to meet up at Samson's or something tomorrow? It was pretty fun, but I need to be honest. I sensed some strange aura about you when we met. You seem cool and everything, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think we're compatible. Strange aura. Okay, already a bright red flag here, but let's keep going. I really do appreciate the honesty, especially after some of the experiences I had, but I'll be honest, strange aura is pretty vague. Could you elaborate a bit, just so I can know what to work on? I just don't think we're compatible is all, especially with our morals. I'm an extreme advocate for freedom and rights for everyone, but I just don't get that vibe from you, and I want to avoid another potentially toxic, controlling relationship. Like, I love that you showed me your—
Yeah, the problem— okay, so far, like, a problem with this is, like, a lack of diversity. It was all white men. Showed me your playlist. It was all white men. Yeah, this is like some fucking stupid liberal yeah, this is like some weird fucking liberal pop feminism bullshit. So far, like, yeah, it's all like talking points from like, you know, you can like get this shit from like fucking BuzzFeed or some shit, let's be honest here.
Guitar and played a few songs and showed me your playlist, but the things I noticed is the lack of diversity in it. It was all white men, which you may not think is bad, but speaks volumes to me about you as a person. Wow, you're serious? Yes? Alright, good luck finding someone with a mindset like that. Alright, you don't have to be an asshole about it. I was being nice and passive as possible explaining that to you. Point proven too, you and every other guy can't take simple constructive criticism because it hurts your immature little egos. I know it's no big deal to you, but outside your little cocoon, people struggle every day and you clearly could care less. I wonder what the guy who schedules your gigs would say if he knew he pays a racist asshole to play at his venue. Oh.
Yeah, that's okay, I'll be honest here, that's fucking silly. That is very, very fucking silly. Like, Oh man, I can tell what your morality is based on the like the ethnicities of the artists that you listen to. I'm like, that is very very weird. That is really really weird. Like, why the fuck does that even matter? I'll be honest. Listen. I guess I'm cooked in the probably the eyes of that woman. Okay, all I listen to is funk and video game OSTs. I guess I also listen to like heavy rock music and like metal. I'm cooked, boys. I guess it's over for me, or some shit. I don't know.
Oh my god. There is so much to unpack here. Let's just dump the whole suitcase out. First of all, I never get tired of how equality to these people is just like literally when things are 50-50. Like your Spotify playlist has to literally be 50% men and 50% women, or else you're a toxic partner. Like, I'm sorry, but if a man was specifically forcing himself to listen to female artists,
I don't think that was the like this is an inaccurate thing that Shoe on Head is saying here. No, she was talking about like the race of the people. Yeah, it was about race. So no, it's not about like men and women. This isn't a misogynistic thing. She mentioned explicitly race.
that he didn't even like out of some like political move, that is a red flag. That is some performative lib shit. That is the type of man you have to avoid. Also, I love that little thread at the end, like trying to get him fired from his gigs. 10-10, pure cinema. Lol, I don't know. I get weird when I'm in a good mood. Like, I'll accidentally rip a guy. It's crazy. What the f? Okay.
Okay. What the f? What the shit? So, when I'm feeling really good, I become a rapist. Okay, I'll be honest. Like, hey, liberal pop feminists. Okay, we want to talk about, like, rape culture or whatnot. Like, yeah, that's rape culture right there as well. I do agree that rape culture is a bad thing. Like, yes, it is bad. I don't disagree with that assertion. I'll be quite honest. The thing is that, like, it can go both ways. Now, generally speaking, it's a lot worse from men. This is true. The statistics sort of bear that out. Men are the ones who are more likely to be rapists in comparison, to women. But you also have to acknowledge that the other side of the coin does exist. Is it as common? No, but it does broadly exist.
Could you imagine a man, like, when I'm in a good mood, I'll just rip a woman. I'll just start ripping. Literally
That's
a video
true.
of anal sex. Hi. What the actual? What? The video? The one you sent starting this whole conversation? What? Why? Did you seriously send me a video of you having sex? Yeah. What the f? Did you just send me a video of anal sex without my consent?
I'll be honest, like, it's straightforward. I mean, I'm trying to, like, think, like, what is she trying to convey there? It's like, what? It's like, I'll do it in the ass. Fuck it. You want to fuck me in the ass? Sure, fuck it, It's just like, okay, that's very forward of you, but yeah, sure. Okay, man. It's a little weird, but okay.
Yeah, and the Chad sexual harasser. Damn, nice. Your turn. I'm good. Wow, I send you a pic and you can't even send any pics? You took advantage of me. You send the pics on your own. I ain't asked for them. Get the f out. If a girl sends you pics, it's kind of expected to return back. No ma'am. Whatevs. You a dumbass piece of shit. I'm tired of trying. Find someone more—
Wait, I don't disagree necessarily with the woman here, right? Like either side can kind of be, like, sort of correct here, right? Like, if we're talking about etiquette, if a woman sends you a pic, it's kind of expected for you to send reciprocate to sort of, like, maintain rapport. So the guy is kind of a piece of shit there. But guy, I don't like the sort of, like, the centrist fucking take on this. But, like, if a guy doesn't want to, like, fucking send anything about it. But then again, like, I don't think it's unreasonable for the woman to get mad about the fact that the guy doesn't want to send anything back. I think it's reasonable for her to be fucking get mad about that. I don't think that's silly.
or deserving to get my pics, who actually appreciates me and doesn't use me for my body. Here's my body. No thank you. Stop using me for my body. Men used to have to work for it.
Yeah, I don't agree with this from Shoe on Head, I'll be quite honest. Like, yeah, if we're talking about, like, rapport and etiquette, like, if a girl sends you a picture of her, she sends you a fucking nude, it is kind of expected for you to send one back, right? This is an L for Shoe on Head right here. Yeah, it's just like rapport, right? Not like reciprocal behavior. I don't think that's the correct thing to say. is it reciprocal behavior? I guess it kind of depends, like, on the context, right? But I mean, in this particular case, like, yeah, the dude is kind of like, he could say no, but it's understandable for the woman to get mad there. Like, some women might not get mad. Who the fuck knows? There's a lot of people, but generally speaking, if we're talking about like rapport and etiquette, if she sends you something, you should probably also send her something back, unless asked for. Now, if it's asked for, like, let's say the guy asked for the fucking nude and she sends it, if she were to get mad, you know, all of a sudden, just like that, she would be in the wrong because the guy fucking asked for it, right? Now, if she says, like, oh, you want to send me something back, and the guy's like, no, and then she gets mad, then the woman is in the correct there. But does this kind of make sense? The obvious turbo virgin expert on stuff like this. But I mean, like, it's just, like, sort of, like, ideas behind consent. Or at least that's how I, like, would kind of, like, think. That's how I kind of, like, think about this, you know? Turbo virgin extreme. I totally know how all this shit works.
These bitches out here just giving it away for free, or for like the price of a cheeseburger. Sad. I'm just at home bored as f***. Are you alone right now? Let's get freaky nasty, daddy. Get out of my DMs. You're stupid. Unfollow me now and get the f*** out of my DM, bitch. There's coming on too strong, and then there's let's get freaky nasty, daddy. Also, I just noticed the folders I made for these screen caps are really sus. Small dick, butt sex, freaky nasty, lesbian. This is all for work, honey, I swear. Oh, I love JRPG games too. Which one's your favorite? Persona 4. How tall are you? Oh, well, 6'1". It's already in my bio. Glad you aren't short. Hope you're actually 6 foot, not lying about it. Yeah, I'm not. What's your waist circumference measurement? Rest in peace to this man. What the f***? Why does it matter? Why did my height matter? Huh? You're a man. Men
I mean, that's a good point, yeah. That's a good point, yeah. Why does height matter then in this particular case? But sure, yeah.
are supposed to be tall. That's bare minimum for a man. LMAO, okay, you're a woman. Women are supposed to be thin, right? Oh, F off. A woman can be whatever she wants to be. Your reply is extremely sexist and objectifying towards women. Read a book or something. How is it different from your height requirement, though? Are you not objectifying men as well? No, it is an objectification. Women are systematically and historically oppressed, and we don't have the structural power to objectify men. Men's preferences are oppressive and damaging towards women. You give me off such small peen energy. Bye. Oh my...
That's an interaction. Like... The thing is that the points that women are like that the woman was bringing up there is not exact. She's not incorrect when she's saying that, right? But like, the guy also saying like, okay, I mean, like, what's your sort of like waist? It's like kind of like a bullish like dickhead sort of question, but he's also not technically wrong, right? It's just like, you know, like what's with like the fucking double standard sort of here? Because that's a double standard, right? Like. Why do you have, like, a height requirement? It's like, well, maybe I have, like, a thin requirement or some shit. I don't know. It's weird, obviously. Very, very weird of the fucking dude to ask that. But, like... Sure. Like, I don't think, like... This is just kind of, like, a neutral interaction. I guess, for lack of a better term. It's weird just on both sides, I think. Like, fence-sitting Daho, being a fence-sitter. I can't believe he would do this.
My god, is this real? This is almost like too on the nose to be real. Stop objectifying women, you have a small penis, bye. This is the issue with that stupid shit that's like, oh, racism is actually prejudice plus power, because the only outcome of that is dumbasses like this. Also, there's really nothing wrong with asking somebody their height, but I guess this guy was kind of just like sticking up for the short kings who have been rejected because of their height. Male solidarity, bros before hoes, I suppose. Why are you as a man saying you are tired? Men you
Yeah, I don't think that's like a ridiculous assertion. Yeah, it is a little weird. You know? Yeah, it's just a little weird, that one.
To die in a war and now they are tired. Why are you as a woman questioning me? Women used to get slapped for talking too much. What? He was literally—
I mean, the guy's not wrong there. He's not wrong. He isn't wrong when he says that. But yeah, so far it's still like, I think broadly speaking, it's just, again, consequences of liberal pop feminism and social media, broadly speaking, making it difficult to more difficult to interact. Like, I do broadly agree that like you need like, a lot of men are expected to put in more effort in order to, you know, pick up women. Because it used to be what? If we're talking about, like, historic, like, history, people would, like, marry off their daughters for a dowry, right? If we're talking about, like, ye olden times or whatever. And it used to be more so women would get married to men for financial reasons. Now, because of women becoming more prominent in the workplace, and also, you know, the sort of like consequences of like liberal pop feminism, suburbanization, and also like men becoming like sort of like less and less prominent in the workplace and like earning less and less money, but still being foisted with that sort of patriarchal societal standard of, hey, you're expected to be like the main breadwinner and shit like that. You have to be like the main head man of the house and shit like that. It's like really, really fucking difficult. Like that's a standard that's like impossible at this point. Like broadly speaking, I think there needs to be a complete change to the sort of like socialization mechanisms needed for both men and women, because as it currently stands, it's dog shit. Let's be quite frank here. A lot of these interactions are the byproducts of like really, really bad fucking socialization that have become advents of like our modern times, I suppose. And a lot of this is exacerbated by fucking social media, I would say. But the sort of like idea, like, because what the guy there is technically saying is like, yeah, this is a historically accurate thing. Yeah, women talk too much, they got fucking smacked for it. This is true. The dude's not saying he's actually gonna do that, right? Because originally, like, the woman there did the fucking stupid thing of saying like, well, men used to like go out and die in wars. It's like, yeah, women used to get fucking smacked for talking too much. What's the point here? What are you trying to say? It's not a ridiculous assertion, to be honest.
Literally just bantering with you. He was matching your freak. There is nobody worse than somebody who cannot banter. Maybe Hitler. Maybe. It's pretty close though. Yo, big. Yo, hole big. I have a regular hole. Like what?
Yo, hole big. Yo, dick big. Yo, hole big.
What kind of question is that? Bruh, never mind. You want some weird shit. The f is even a big hole? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it weird to randomly ask somebody about their genitals? He's simply giving you that same energy that you gave him and inquiring about your circumference. And so I ask again for the people at home. Yo hole. It big? Things to do to keep your man humble.
I mean,
Tell him his
true.
penis is fine or normal. Casually compare him to other men. Give one-word answers. Avoid eye contact and lean away. Lavish more attention on your dog than him. Tell him that you need a break from texting. Gonna do all these things on my girlfriend. Thanks for the manipulation advice. You are hateful. Oh my god, these women, they can dish it, but they absolutely cannot take it. As soon as you flip the script on them, they just like malfunction. Okay, this one is apparently from a lesbian to another girl. Would it offend you if I asked you to send me a pic of your breasts, but with the top on? I'm not offended, but I won't do it. I have a boyfriend, actually. Oh, please, but I'm so lonely. I haven't seen a girl in 2 months. Never mind. There's a bridge outside. I think I might jump. You know, my father—
Oh, Jesus. Well, this is a fucking red flag right here. This is some fucking toxic manipulator shit right here.
is already dead, and I'm not even lying. My mom doesn't need any more deaths. So bye. I bet you're glad that people like you lesbians like me every day.
Yeah, that's some fucking weird fucking manipulator shit right there. That's a red flag.
Show me your tits or I'll kill myself. Amazing. It appears even the women are not safe from femcel rage. When women and men are rejected, there's a few paths they go down. There's the I didn't like you anyway cope, the I hope you die, and my all-time favorite, I'm going to kill myself. Dear my dead name LOL, I am very much love you and miss you. Every day is a struggle without you. No, I do not have attachment issues, but you are my favorite part of my life and you are wonderful. I'm sweet. Good night, that is all. Please be my Valentine. Or I will stab a hole in my chest. I'm not trying to pressure you with violence toward myself, even if I have thought about it multiple times. The end. Hey, I've seen you at school and I think you're really
Yeah, that's a little weird, dude. Yeah, that's some weird, that's toxic manipulator shit right there. That's like weird fucking manipulator shit. That's a red flag. It's just like, okay, that's really weird.
cute and your tattoos are so dope. Do you have Snap? I couldn't find you on Insta and I'm very shy, so I asked for your phone number and I'm texting you as your secret admirer, LMAO. If you're gay, I'm sorry, but if you're not, you probably noticed me, LOL. Have a good night, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'm incredibly flattered, but I actually have a girlfriend, I'm sorry. Thank you though, I genuinely appreciate the compliments. And serious props for shooting your shot. Not a lot of girls have that kind of confidence. Okay, so he shot her down nicely, told
Okay, yeah, shot her down nicely. Yeah, I agree.
her he had a girlfriend. Even gave her props for trying. I dread what is about to come next. Okay, well, she doesn't have to know. I heard you and her live in another city, so you could always be my sneaky link. I just know it's big.
She's still trying. Like, can you cheat on your girlfriend for me? It's just like, all right. I mean, that's a little weird, but okay. It's,
Is it me, or are women getting hornier? I would bet I'm way hotter than your girlfriend. You would be so lucky to have me, and I saw you looking at me. That was some real shit. Please don't ignore me. I will see you tomorrow. You're the hottest person I've ever seen, and everything you say is so interesting to me. You're so tall and attractive. Restraining order.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, this is the. Yeah, that just got real weird, real quick. Okay.
Now. Hey. Who's this? It's Katie from the bar. I'm sorry, I don't know you. I think you have the wrong number. Yeah, right. You're just trying to get out of this, aren't you? You fat f***. I hope you get your dick squashed by a meat cutter. I didn't even like you anyways. I was just pity you. You have a small penis. Hey. I hope you die. I didn't like you anyway. You have a small dick.
Yeah, that's Maybe he just didn't want to answer you or something. I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't at his phone or something. I don't know. There's a whole multitude of reasons. Like, literally, when I got, like, fucking canceled for, like, having a take of, like, all transphobes are fucking stupid troglodytes and morons. Well, not the same fucking... Yeah, maybe he was gaming. You don't know. He just wasn't at his phone. So that's why he, didn't see you say hey, like, 5 times. I don't know. Could be anything. But now you have to, like, go on, like, a schizo rant. It's like, alright, that's a little weird.
Bingo! Bingo! I got femcell bingo over here. Hey, boo. Hi. Got something.
I don't know. Is that, like, the femcell shit that they do? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about, like, fucking femcells, really, right? Like, I mean, there is a video on my docket where I have, like, a video talking about fems. Yeah, I mean, like... Femcells are the types of people who talk about, like, how like the Stacys get all the fucking the attention of all, like, it's unironic. It's like this meme, right? God, what's the fucking name of the meme? Nerd who... why do guys want bitchy bimbos who walk all over them meme? Right? It's like this shit, right? It's literally this, right? It's like this shit. Like this. Personally, I prefer the elite version of this, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I will find the elite version of this. The Halo version of this is very, very good. Actually, do I want to find the fucking elite? That's gonna take too long. I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, but yeah, it's literally that, right? That's like the meme. Femcell almost feels like an extension of Scum Manifesto. What the fuck is a Scum Manifesto? I'm looking that up. I'm curious now. Scum Manifesto 1967. Is it a movie? What is this? Is it a short? What's it about? Stages of reading of Valerie Solanas' Imponius Manifesto. Interesting. Huh. The short film. Interesting.
Then for you? Huh? Not safe for work. I'm in a relationship with a girl that I plan to marry someday. Look, I'm really horny and lonely. I need a boyfriend. Then find someone else. I'm taken. Didn't work? Here's another. Respond, please. You're gonna make me cry. I can send more nudes. Dude, look. Stop, for f***'s sake. I don't know why you won't accept me. I'm hot. We'll send nudes anytime you want. We can f 24/7. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? It can be yours. This is the type of woman who is so used to getting anything she wants by doing this, and she's so confused why it's not working with this guy. A good man with a good woman is impervious to devious Jezebel trickery. Hey, damn, I'm not used to texting first. Haha. Hey, that's fine.
I mean, that's true. Well, the short film is based on the manifesto she published. She basically advocates for extreme misandry, aka elimination of men. Ah, okay. Perhaps I'll take very extreme radfem BS. Perhaps I'll take a look at it because I'm curious for us to, like, what is the sort of, like, radfem BS. I'm curious now. Just be like, oh wow, this is wretched. Probably. Dude, have you ever listen, dude. Consider polygamous relationship. Yo, who like here's the fucking funny thing with, like, the women who talk about, like, wanting to cheat on, like, their fucking man or fucking some shit. Listen, think about it. Just have, like, a harem. YOLO. Just have a polygamous relationship. If everyone fucking consents to it, fuck it. Who gives a shit, right?
Never know what to say anyways. Yeah, it can be super awkward. Haha. Tell me about it. So what kind of stuff do you enjoy doing? Fingering my p***. Hee. Wanna see? No. Hey, I had a really good time today.
Right?
Same. I always have a wonderful time with you. Yeah, dinner was amazing. I just have something to say. Please don't take this the wrong way. What's up? Did you seriously only get me flowers, or is there another surprise or something? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. You seriously get me flowers, or is there another surprise or something? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Oh no. What do you mean? Again, dinner was great, and I'm not complaining. It's just flowers, really? That's like the most generic.
Oh, okay. She's complaining about the fact that it was flowers or some shit. Okay, whatever.
Female gift possible, lol. Most girls don't care for them outside the movies, lol. It wouldn't be so bad if you got something else too, but no, just useless flowers. I also got dinner. It was fun. I'm confused. LMAO, dinner was an activity. Flowers are a gift. I'm not complaining about the activity of the evening. I'm complaining about the gift. Not that hard to understand, lol. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck indeed, lol. I just thought it was a nice gesture along with the dinner. I didn't think it was mandatory to get you an Iron Man suit as well. Iron Man suit, lol.
That is kind of funny.
Well, oh my god, you're so dramatic. No other guy has ever treated me like this, and my girlfriends agree I deserve better. I shouldn't settle for a man who won't treat me like the queen I am. Just
Yeah, this is, again, fucking stupid girl boss feminism fucking bullshit. I feel like I'm just, like, constantly repeating myself. There's not really a lot of analysis that's going on here, but I mean, like, yeah, it's consequences of liberal pop feminism, yet again. Woo.
take this as a kick up the ass to work harder, lol. I like how in the beginning she's like, I'm not complaining, and then she's like, I'm complaining. Useless flowers. What's a useful gift? Does she want a tool set? Like, what? Any woman worth a damn will appreciate the romantic gesture of flowers. This lady needs to stop listening to her most likely single girlfriends who are up in her ear probably like, oh my god, he only got you flowers? Girl, you deserve so much better. You deserve the princess treatment. Dump him. That's so awesome that you're a body.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the thing is I don't know necessarily, like, if I agree with, like, what Shuonhead is saying there, right? Like, I do kind of agree with, like, the position of, like, what is a useful gift? It's like, that's, like, I don't know, within the eyes of the beholder, whatever the fuck does that mean? But, like, I mean, does every woman, like, automatically have to appreciate, like, a romantic gesture of just, like, getting flowers for a woman? I mean, not necessarily, right? Like, you know, so far, like, a thing that I'm sort of noticing in this video is that, like, you know, a lot of, like, sort of, like, standardized sort of, like, societal norms of, like, what dating are kind of, like, being prescribed here. When it's, like, we don't 100% know about the dynamics of what every single relationship here, or, like, I mean, for some of them, it's pretty fucking obvious, but for, like, others, it's just, like, we don't know what that last one in particular, we don't know what the exact dynamics of that relationship are, right? We just have, like, a sort of, like, out of context single sort of conversation where we kind of come away with, wow, that other girl is, like, really bitchy for the guy doing a sort of romantic gesture of just getting flowers and going out on, like, a dinner date with her. When, like, I mean, do we know how long those two have been together, for example? Is this, like, a sort of first date sort of thing? Does, like, Shuonhead, like, specify these are all, like, first dates or some shit? I'm a little confused. No, that doesn't get specified. So, I mean, like, with that one in particular, like, do we know the sort of, like, dynamics as to, like, what's going on with that relationship? No, not necessarily. Right? Maybe, like, the guy has, like, gotten, like, more lavish, elaborate gifts for her in the past before. I don't know. Or, like, maybe that fucking woman's a gold digger or some shit. I don't know. It could be anything, right? But, like, sort of, like, foisting upon, like, the sort of, like, standardized norms of, like, what is considered to be a romantic gift or whatever, like, I don't think it's necessarily, like, sort of, like, accurate description, because, like, no two relationships are the same, right? Like, different shit sort of happens, but that's, like, generally a sort of problem that I have with, like, a lot of, like, Shuonhead sort of social commentary. Very often, she'll just, like, foist upon what is, like, the sort of societal norm of, like, how people are sort of, like, kind of supposed to interact, when it's just, like, it's not necessarily, like, it can be applied in certain instances of cases where it makes sense, and in other cases, we don't necessarily have enough of context or information to really know about, like, what dynamics are at play, right? Like, you would need, like, some more context to be able to make, like, a sort of, like, accurate judgment. Is what I'm saying here broadly, like, does this make sense? I'm not sure, though. I think it makes sense. I feel like that makes sense.
Bodybuilder. I see IFBB as a sponsor at the show in your profile. You have your IFBB card? Tell me you know nothing about the sport without telling me. He's trying to have a conversation with you about your interests. What the f? Tell me you know nothing about. Yeah. He's trying to learn more about it, you stupid bitch. Holy shit, I couldn't imagine someone being like, oh, so you do YouTube for a living? So, like, do you earn money from subscriptions? Or tell me you don't know anything about YouTube without telling me. I swear to God, some people just use dating apps as punching bags. What are some of your favorite bands/artists? That's such an awful question. I like what I like. Music is such a huge part of my life, and it's awful small talk to try and describe my music taste. Because it would just be like writing a book if I were honest. What? He's literally just he's trying to get to know you. If music is a huge part of your life, why don't you want to talk about it? What the?
Yeah, I mean, like, again, yeah. The thing is that a lot of this is, like, I'm not sure if she just, like, went on, like, Reddit and just got, like, random screenshots. Because, like, the original poster can also just put particular screenshots that put them in the sort of best light, you know, and don't, like, have much other extending from that. With a lot of these, like, it would be valuable to sort of have, like, additional context, but, like, yeah, I mean, those two women in particular seem rather bitchy in those particular sort of, like, instances. I don't think that's silly to say.
What the fuck is going on? What is wrong with people? I feel so bad for people dating today, dude. I feel like I got on the last chopper out of Vietnam. Hi, I hope your week is off to a good start. Actually, I only just checked your pics now. Not attracted at all. Haha, I don't know why I messaged you. Take care. Well, you know, at least she didn't waste his time. Wait, there are 2 eyes in that hi. Everyone knows the more eyes in a woman's hi, the more attracted she is to you. This is science. Good morning. I saw you at
I mean, for some reason that is the case. I don't know. I really never understood that, right? The sort of whatever the fuck. I don't know. Meh.
Walgreens this morning. I was the blonde behind you in the checkout lane. Just want to say that you hot as hell. Hit me up if you want to chill. How did you get my number? You gave it to the lady at the register for your rewards or whatever. Do you want to get breakfast or something? Or just hang out? Super flattered, but pretty darn creeped out as well. No thank you. Have a great day. Whatever.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. Why the fuck did you... That is weird. That is weird. Yeah. Getting the number from a fucking, like, the register that you've overheard for, that is weird. That's weird.
Whatever, don't need to be an asshole. You probably got a little steroid dick anyway. Why can't they ever just be normal? Why can't they ever just be like, yeah, that's okay, have a nice day. It's always, you have a small dick, I'm gonna kill myself. All right, sleepyhead, sleep well, catch you later. Catch me later? I'm not a dude, I'm not a buddy. We didn't just meet for a beer. I'm a woman. Please act like I'm one. Sounds good. Yeah, that shit makes me cringe. You aren't my coworker. Dope. What? Oh my god, she freaked out and then edited her message to make it look like she wasn't freaking out. This is so, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I'm actually dying. I'm dying for a second.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Embarrassment. Did she have like the psycho version of like post-nut clarity? Post-crash out clarity? Hey cutie, wow, I f***ing complimented you and don't get a thanks? I'm a beautiful girl who messaged a peasant. I'm so f***ing nice too. Whatever. Oh no, we got some nice.
How do you even know the guy got there to... Okay, another problem that I have with a lot of these so far is, like, what's the sort of time, because, messages at like, about 6, right? When it was this second message sent is the immediate question that I have, right? So she says, hey, cutie, and then says, wow, I fucking complimented you, and I don't get a thing. When was this sent? Right? Because timing is important. Is she being bitchy here? You can make the argument that yes, you can agree with that. But when was this sent?
Wow, I f***ing complimented you and don't get a thanks? I'm a beautiful girl who messaged a peasant. I'm so f***ing nice too. Whatever. Oh no, we got some nice girls here. Oh, no.
Yeah, again, like, the problem is that, like, Shion Head is just not, like, really looking into this. Like, because I'm asking an immediate question here. Like, right? Like, what's, like, the time frame that's working? Because maybe the guy was just busy doing something else and he couldn't reply immediately. Right? We're missing... Additional context is needed. I need some context. Where... Context? Voshites would be like, context? Context? You know?
Hi. Hello. How are you? Better now with you in my life. How about you? Good. And this is why white women, when they have a chance to date outside their race, they choose African American. This is why Asian men are the last picked on the US dating market. He didn't respond.
What? What the fuck? That's fucking hilarious, dude. This is why white women choose black men. I mean, that was a normal interaction. I'm so confused, dude. That is fucking wild. I'm doing race science and dating.
For like a few minutes, and she's just like, this is why Tyrone is better. You seem pretty genuine though. I would love to get to know you. Thank you. Of course. Planning on sleeping soon, I hope? LMAO, what did I do? And here you are ghosting.
Planning on sleeping soon. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
That's crazy, bro. You're something else. It's A-okay. The more I looked at you, the more you were really fat because you're a fat f. Lose some weight. Also, your kids are ugly as f. I fell asleep. Oh my god. So many of these people are dodging bullets by just...
Well, at least we got some... Yeah, you didn't even fucking see that because, yeah, dude fell asleep. Okay.
Simply not responding in 5 seconds flat. About me. I'm crazy. I'm into toxic, manipulative, dominant men. Womanizer too. Also, I'm bipolar. I'll block you out of nowhere. I'm anti-feminist, not brainwashed. Addicted to Nutella jars, gym, and probably hitting you. I'm old-minded, old-fashioned, and amazing. And of course, I'm always right. Let's be real here. A lot of you would charge like a bull right into those red flags.
Yeah, that's true. They would. Lots of fucking lowly conservatives would fucking charge into that. No fucking problem. Yeah, that bitch seems like a fucking also weirdo conservative LARPer psycho type. 1000 fucking %.
TLDR, f off, I'm fussy. High standards, not remotely down to earth. Vanilla, exotic, and expensive. Looking for husband material, I'm busy. You're gonna have to make an effort. I won't message you first. I'm allergic to cats, camping, and any hotel less than 4 stars. Have your shit together, be fit, respect women, earn grown-up money. My shoes are my children. Things I like, romance, opera, and monogamy. Things I loathe, pronouns, racism, and mayonnaise. And this is why you were single at 50 years old, ma'am. Sorry, fellas,
That's
this
a
one's
little
officially
weird.
taken. But in case you want to get in line, no toxic people allowed. Get in line? Imagine being this woman's boyfriend and seeing this. What's wild is, though, men will actually get in line.
I don't think that's a little weird. Yeah, why do you have a Tinder profile when you say that you're fucking taken? I'm confused. Right? Just to like, I don't know. Look for like to cheat, to have a random fling? That is weird. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. Unless like she's in a polyamorous relationship, like is it open? I don't know. Again, some context is needed there.
There will literally be men lining up like, me, I'm next, pick me, queen, I'm next. Get off the fucking floor. Get some self-respect. How to lose a man. Care about him, show loyalty, show emotions, be a nice girl. This is like literally the mirror version of nice guy syndrome. I think I even have like a man version of this exact post. Like right here. Exact same shit. Women just go for assholes. I'm a nice guy. Men just go for whores. I'm a nice girl. Shut the fuck up. All my male friends be saying they love girls, but only...
Again, like it's the fucking meme, right? Like why do you guys want fucking this shit? It's literally this shit, right? Quite literally. You know, why did fucking the bitchy bimbos, you know, it's the fucking meme, right? We know.
Girls they like be paper white, dead skinny, and clenched waisted, curvy upper body, and age group 18 to 24. Shaking my head. This is sad. My friends say they're attracted to attractive women, but the only women they're attracted to are attractive women. What? Are you hanging around these men because you want them to fuck you? Are you boyfriend zoning these men, ma'am? Me realizing that all...
I don't know, like she's complaining about like what conventionally attractive. Because that's what is broadly seen as, like, conventionally attractive woman, right? It's sort of like the broader Western sort of, like, advertisements, right? Like, that exact description, she's having a problem with it. Yeah, all my male friends be saying they love girls, but the only girls that they like be paper white, dead skinny, and clenched waist, curvy upper body, and age group 18 to 24. Wait, now this is valid to complain about, right? I'll be quite honest. This is a valid complaint. Because this is like this sort of like archetypical like conventionally attractive woman.
Curvy upper body, and age group 18 to 24. Shaking my head. This is sad. My friends say they're attracted to attractive women, but the only women they're attracted to are attractive women. What? Are you hanging around these men because you want them to fuck you? Are you boyfriend zoning these men, ma'am? Me realizing that all...
I mean, you can come up with the criticism that, like, you know, you just need that she should just find men that, like her for her preferences or whatever the fuck, sure. But, I mean, I don't think that's not a non-valid complaint, yeah. She has a problem with, like, conventional sort of like Western beauty standards.
All my guy friends just look at me as a homie because I'm not cute enough for them to date me. Wait, again, do you want all your guy friends to want to date you? Listen, if all your friends want to fuck you, you don't...
Yeah, I mean, like, she has a problem with, like, what could be seen as, like, conventional attractiveness or something, right? Like, yeah, I don't think that's a invalid thing to complain about.
Have friends.
I don't know.
You have simps. You have simps you string along for validation and attention. Unlike me and my 2 million simps that I string along for validation and attention, the difference is my simps are based and your simps are cringe. My simps can beat up your simps.
I'm not a simp. No. I am not one of those simps. Now, I may be subscribed to Shoe on Head on my fucking watching sort of like YouTube account, sure. Does that mean I am a simp to Shoe on Head? No. That's not what that means. Don't you say caught Boy Meets Minnie, you bastard. I do this. Well, I'm like also subscribed to fucking XQC on this fucking account, okay? Do I watch any of his fucking videos? No. I do this for the purposes of observation. You know, seeing like what can be fucking talked about or whatever. But then again, like, never talk about like anything that like XQC talks about. Like, you'll just want to like blow your fucking brains out or some shit.
No, but for real though, what the f? This is why people think men and women cannot be friends, and this is why those people are probably correct. I think it's totally possible for single men and single women to be friends, but the chances of one of them developing romantic or sexual feelings is pretty high. And if that happens, you just cannot be friends anymore. If you cannot see yourself being just friends with that person, like if you're constantly fantasizing.
Wait, hold on. I disagree with this on Shuon Head's part, right? Like, if you're gonna be a partner with someone, they should also be one of your best friends, right? Like, that's like the sort of like ideal sort of relationship. Because if you don't see like, if you don't like being friends with this person or like hanging out with this person, how can you expect to sort of like develop like romantic feelings for this person? I don't like, the romantic feelings are supposed to be the only thing, the only sort of like distinctive factor there. I don't think I agree with that.
About them and you just really want to be with them, you need to leave that friendship, because all that's going to do is hurt you and eventually them. You need to rip that band-aid off. You need to be honest, and like I've said in the past, being friend zoned sucks, but being boyfriend or girlfriend zoned also sucks. But if you are that other person and you know that that friend has a crush on you,
yeah, I don't really understand what is like boyfriend or girlfriend zone. I'm confused. What does that mean exactly? I'm a little perplexed on that one. I'm not sure what that means.
Still keep them around or like use them as an emotional tampon, because I've seen people do that. You are just a bad person. I just realized, are situationships bang zoning someone? Men wouldn't be so lonely if they stopped jumping to every 5'1" bitch they see. Short girls have no worth at all and are basically children. What's good about them? Wouldn't you rather have a girl who's actually nice, aka me? I don't understand men. Me, smart, nice, athletic, has a college degree. Men, chooses the 5'1" bitch who's stupid as hell. Hashtag, what am I doing wrong? Hashtag, they always go for the stupid ass short hose. Hashtag, what's so good about women with child bodies? Hashtag, majority of women are tall and getting taller. So, hashtag, I hate men, I really do. Is this like the manlit version of a woman? Like a bitter tall woman who has been rejected for being tall and like resents shorter women for getting men every day.
Wait, yeah, no, that's actually a thing. Yeah, no, that is a fucking thing. Let's be honest. If we're talking about like people who are actual stem cells, again, she has a problem with the conception of white Western beauty standards. That's the fucking, I mean, not very eloquent fucking criticism, obviously, but like, what's like this sort of idea of like the ideal woman? Like, you know, is short, humble, demure, big waist, fat ass, nice tits, the fucking hourglass figure and shit like that, and they're not taller than the fucking man. That's the sort of idea, the conception of white Western fucking beauty standards. Broadly speaking, we all know what we mean. Like the fucking like models and shit like that is like, or like, yeah, like a Victoria's Secret model or some shit. Let's say that. But like a shorter version of that is the sort of like ideal sort of like Western standard for beauty. That's like the broader idea that a lot of people have, right? So that's more than likely what that woman is. My assumption is that's what she's complaining about. I feel like this has also been changing quite a bit. Like a lot of guys, mostly online. It's like mostly an online phenomenon, where a lot of men like have been talking more and more about how much they like tall women or something. I feel like might be changing though. Like the idea of what is like the ideal sort of like body type. But yeah.
I discover a new breed of human. About me, we'll never get a boyfriend. It sucks so much. I don't want to live. Guess I'm no good ever as a girl. I try so hard. I really do. Hey, I'm not looking for anything right now, but I just wanted to tell you to hang in there, because you'll find that special someone one day. I've personally given up with relationships for the time being, but just for a while, because I know one day I'll meet the right person, and I'm sure you will too. I am the right person.
Nice.
Stop being selfish. Oh.
Damn. What the fuck? Yeah, that guy was just being nice. Like, okay. Alright. Does he just like want someone to like sort of string along there or something? Or what's up? Yeah, that's a little sus. That one's a little sus, I'll be honest.
Oh no. At first I felt bad for this person, but no. People doubt that femcells exist, but this is some femcell energy if I've ever seen it. Men.
Yeah. If there is femcell energy, that is femcell energy. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Sean Head, I'll agree with you there. That's some fucking femcell shit.
Well, if you spent less time dating women who support the slaughtering and breeding of animals, what do you expect? Vegan women like me are nicer, more respectful, and care about humans and animals. Men, step up your game. Stop dating non-vegan bitches.
Vegans are correct. They're just really bad at making their fucking arguments. They're really, really fucking bad at it. But they are correct overall. Vegans are correct. Listen, I've had this take. If we're talking about the morality and ethics of how capitalism treats animals, they are absolutely fucking correct. The problem is that they are really bad at fucking outlining this argument. Like, just recently, I think Charlie Kirk had a debate with a vegan, and he unlisted that debate because he made himself look like he was really fucking stupid and out of his depth in that debate. But vegans are correct. They are correct. They're just really bad at being correct.
Vegan, nice girl. Like I said, new breed of human discovered every day. Why don't any of the buff guys at the gym talk to me? I think I'm a pretty cute girl, but all the guys seem so focused on their workouts. Like, seriously, guys. Why are guys at the gym focused on working out? Really, bitch? Also, maybe they don't approach you because they don't want to be blasted all over TikTok for glancing in your general direction. Yes, I bought these skin-tight yoga pants.
That is true, right? I do agree. That is also a trend. What's, like, the name of the guy? His name is, I think, called Joey Swole, I think. He's like, he's a very, very jacked, like, I don't know, he's not a gym bro. I don't think he's a gym bro. He's a guy, he's very jacked. He goes to the gym a lot, and he comments on a lot of, like, social faux pas that people engage in the gym, like, shit like that, which I do agree with. Yeah, like, that's, like, it's like, okay, like what do you want? Like, I don't want to be made into, like, a fucking TikTok about this shit, because it's, like, a thing that can happen, right? Like, I don't think that's a ridiculous assertion, right?
Pants that vacuum seal my ass so you see every pore of my ass cheek, but don't you dare look. No, really, they sell yoga pants that purposely go into your ass crack. God forbid you look at this woman's ass with this gravitational pull sucking in her yoga pants. Those 18 to 25-year-olds are nothing but a bunch of dumbasses. Why don't men date women over 35? We're much smarter than those whores. I can't stand them, but men seem to love them. Maybe it's their bodies, lol. That's all they have to offer. Sex, that's it. Oh, no. Okay. What do you?
A lot of those clothes are made for flexibility. That is also true, Boy Meets Mini. That is true. It's for flexibility purposes, for working out. That's what those yoga pants are for. I mean, you need to be pretty flexible to do yoga. And also, yeah, we have another person complaining about, again, like, just not being very articulate with problems of white Western beauty standards, right? Again, white Western beauty standards and its consequences shall affect us forevermore or some shit. That standard shit, right?
Have to offer. What are you bringing to the table that is so different and unique and special that these other women are not? Because I have this feeling, judging solely by your post, that it is not just your age that is keeping men away. I would definitely consider disc golf a sport and a hobby. I just enjoy it, to be honest. That's crazy because I've never heard of disc golf until I met you. I don't think throwing a frisbee around would be a sport, let alone impressive to any girl. That could be the reason you and your little friends are all single, because that's a turn off in my opinion. If you want to pull a baddie like me, you need to get better hobbies. No offense, by the way, I kind of like you. First of all, what kind of man takes up a hobby just to impress a woman? Do whatever you want, do whatever you like. That is what impresses a woman. A man who has his own hobbies, his own interests. Not a man who chooses a hobby based on what will get him the most female attention. That's how you get fake-ass men pretending they're into astrology or feminism. The thirstiest.
This is true. Yeah, Shoe on Head is 1000% correct when she says this. She's pretty on the money with this one.
Thing a man could say is, ah yes, I've read bell hooks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Have a great rest of your evening and get plenty of rest too. Hey, I noticed you started typing my name with a lowercase letter instead of an uppercase like before. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way and made me feel a little bit weird. I've always been cool with you, so it threw me off. Anyway, I think I'm gonna pass on the date this Saturday. Have fun chatting with everyone else. Take care. Hello?
That is okay. That is fucking weird. I mean, maybe it was just a typo mistake. I don't know. That's weird. That's a weird one.
Daily reminder, if a man genuinely likes you and has feelings for you, he will isolate himself from the people he is close to in order to spend more time with you, and he wouldn't engage in having female friends. Hashtag, if he wanted to, he would. This is abuse. She is literally describing an abusive relationship. What's your zodiac sign?
Weird.
Leo. Yours? Gemini. Nice, I guess. If I remember correctly, Leo and Gemini get along pretty well. Yeah, but it's average, I guess. Whatever, bye. I guess I dodged a bullet there, didn't I? What? You boys are all the same. What do you mean you boys are all the same? You think you're the same as every other Gemini? You think everyone born at a certain time of day are all the same? Yeah, this was not supposed to be like this.
I don't know. I think the guy is sort of in the wrong in that one. I'll be honest. Like, why is he saying he dodged a bullet there? That's a little weird. I need to relook at this. I mean, I do think I don't like fucking astrology shit. I think it's fucking stupid.
What's your zodiac sign? Leo. Yours? Gemini. Nice, I guess.
Nice.
If I remember correctly.
Nice, I guess.
Leo and Gemini get along pretty well. Yeah, but it's average, I guess.
Yeah, but it's average, I guess. Whatever, bye.
Whatever, bye. I guess I dodged a bullet there, didn't I? What? You boys are all the same. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That is saying whatever. I guess I dodged a bullet there. Yeah, that's a little weird, I'll be honest. I do think that's a little weird. That's a little weird. But yeah, I think that's really about it. It's just a little weird.
You boys are all the same. You think you're the same as every other Gemini. You think everyone born at a certain time of day are all the same. Yeah, this was not supposed to be like this. It's a blizzard. It's been a total bitch to be dressed up in this. Unfortunately, we can't control much in life, but the snow is fun sometimes. I'm sure you look stunning, even if you gotta wade through the blizzard, lol. That's very sweet. I'm just cold. Guess my sweet words weren't enough to warm you up. See you soon. Oh my god, please don't love bomb. It gives me the ick. I have so much stuff to do today and I'm exhausted and now I really don't want to meet up. Flirting is love bombing now? Whoever taught Zoomers therapy language needs to go to prison. Love bomb, gaslight.
Yeah, I fucking hate therapy language. That shit's so fucking annoying. I agree. God, I fucking hate fucking therapy speak, bro. Because very often, a lot of motherfuckers who use fucking therapy speak often use it as a manipulation tactic to justify abuse. That shit's fucking annoying. Don't like it.
Emotional labor, never used correctly, ever. Hi, how are you? Hey, I'm good.
Probably not ever, but like, a lot of people do not use it in proper context.
Piece of Star Wars media. It's a secret to everyone, and it's spelled favorite, not favorite. I'm persnickety about people spelling and grammar and other things. I am brutally honest. I hate these fucking people that are like,
Hold on. How the fuck did you say? LARPy Canadian? Guess what? You're actually wrong, dumbass. They got rid of the U. There's no more U's in favorite now.
Grammar and other things. I am brutally honest. I hate these fucking people that are like, I tell it like it is. I'm brutally honest. It's like, no, you're asocial and annoying to be around. Hi, how do you do? All good, you say. I'm good too. I see you're allergic to pets. All pets? Yes, all pets actually. All animals, including men's also. How do you even respond to that? Not me though, right, queen? I'm different. Like, why are you even
what? Yeah, what the fuck what does he even mean by that? That's so weird.
Trying to date men if you hate men. Hey, before this goes any further, I just want you to know something. I'm a transgender woman. I'm genetically a male, but identify as a female and have both top and bottom surgery to affirm that. I promise both work too. Would that be an issue to you?
Okay, this is an interesting one right here. So yeah, I'm a transgender woman. So far, yeah, she's doing like the weird this is some fucking transmed shit, right? Right? This is like the transmedicalist shit who talk about like, I'm genetically a male, but I identify as a female. Really? Is it correct to say transmed? I don't think so, right? I can understand why she's outlining this stuff because again, like, very often, like, men will beat up on transgender women. Men will beat up on, like, transgender women as a, like, because she hid the fact that she was a male or whatever the fuck, right? Right? So, her saying this shit, completely reasonable. I don't think that's a ridiculous thing, but yeah, it's the genetically a male but identify as a female kind of a thing is just kind of weird to me.
I'm happy you've been able to be true to yourself and completely support that, but actually I would struggle with that. I think you would be happier finding someone who's more interested in that. I'm sorry. Ha, sure. It's okay. You probably got a shrimp anyway. I need someone who could satisfy me. I'm done with boys. I need a man. Best of luck. Hope you find the woman of your dreams here. Okay, first of all, it's good that she told him up front that could have gone way worse, and I'm sure it's gone way worse for this person. And he let her down completely normally and respectfully. And yet, I bet you got a shrimp. Oh, okay. Using an extra large dilator or something? Fucking relax, bitch. Next. Hey, hello. I saw your thing on Omegle, and you're really hot. Haha, thank you. No problem. You got a girlfriend? I do actually. Oh, honestly, you look a little gay. These types of people.
He said he has a girlfriend, bro. Come on, man.
People just cannot take rejection. They need to have the last word. They need to insult them. And when it's a woman doing it to a man, it usually has to do with their masculinity. They'll be like, oh, your dick is small. Oh, you look gay. And it gets even weirder when the guy is actually gay. Hey, I'm sure you get a lot of messages on here from girls who are only interested in sex, but I'm not like that. If you like, I'm free this weekend to get coffee or just talk. I'd love to get to know you. Oh, I'm flattered, but I'm gay, so I'm not interested in meeting up with girls. Sorry. That's unfortunate. Are you sure about that? You seem like such a great guy. I'm sick of being treated so badly by boys, LMAO. I'm 100.
It's like, are you sure you're gay? I don't know.
100% sure that I like men. I'm sorry you had bad luck with men, but you're not gonna find what you want with me. I mean, you won't just meet up once? I'm a good person. I'm sure we have a great conversation if you gave me one chance. Look, I'm a gay man. I fuck men, and I'm not attracted to women, so I don't see the point. I'm sure you'll find a guy who's interested. It's just not me. No need to be rude. Your sexuality could always change if you were more open-minded, but I guess you're not. I like how
Yeah, that's like the same shit that men will do. It's like, listen, dude, all lesbians need is one good dick, and I'm that one good dick, right? You know? That'll make that lesbian be straight or whatever. It's like that fucking trope, but the other way around.
He's like, listen, I like men. I fuck men. I put my piss in men's asses. What's up with these women thinking their pussies are like conversion therapy? Oh, last time I said the word conversion therapy in a YouTube video, YouTube put a little like fact check under my video about conversion therapy. I wonder if it's gonna happen this time. This is like the men who hit on lesbians are like, honey, you've just never had a real man.
Fuck. I'm on the same wavelength with Shoe on Head. Shit. Fuck. I guess I'm canceled now. Oh well.
That's not how this works. Are you still available tomorrow for a date?
Yeah, it's not how
Yeah,
it
what time
works,
were you
guys.
thinking? Gotta be honest with you, creeped your socials and you are madly out of my league. Gonna tap out before the date. Best of luck. Oh, okay, not much else to say, I guess. Haha, sorry, I know that was random. Just trying to execute a bit of self-awareness on my end. Best of luck finding what you're looking for. Wait, this one's kind of sad. She thinks he's out of her league, but they both matched with each other, and he wants to meet up. He thinks she's cute. Like, girl, what are you doing self-sabotaging like this? You're like the—
Yeah, that's a bit of that. That's true. That's a bit of self-sabotage there. It's just like you both match, and then you look at the fucking social media. Yeah, it's a little weird.
most normal person in this whole video. That just makes me sad. People need to stop thinking in leagues. That shit is made up. If you vibe, you vibe. We should meet sometime.
True, I agree. Yeah, fucking leagues, the rating system, you know, the 1 to 10 fucking system. That shit's fucking dog shit. Completely fucking agree on that shit.
Could be fun. Appreciate the sentiment, but I literally got out of a relationship last week. Not interested in seeing anyone. Gotta work on myself. Lol, I want to hook up, not marriage. I understand, but it's just not what I need at this moment in time. F you then, lol. Keep being depressed. Out of your league anyway. You should be grateful. Oh god, I know women and men who have recently just gotten—
Dude, who like is the like sort of like league shit? Is this like a whole fucking like liberal pop feminist thing or some shit? Is that like the meme? You know, that the meme? I think that's like the meme, right?
out of long-term relationships, and they told me how like getting back into the dating world has been like a nightmare. Listen, people watching this, if you are in a good relationship, hold on to that shit for dear life. Lock that shit down, because it is getting bad out there. The grass is in fact not greener on the other side. The grass is full of STDs. Okay, so that was that video. That was a look—
Cool, lovely. Does she like thank patrons or some shit? Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's true. Okay, cool, lovely. Alright, I mean, you know, not what I was really expecting. Generally speaking, it's a fine video. Some criticisms there, yada yada. I know that like some people probably reacted to this shit and were probably stupid about it. I know Asmongold reacted to this video and was probably stupid about it, broadly speaking. Yeah, I mean, like, broadly speaking, there's not really a lot much else to say here. A lot of broadly speaking, a lot of the fucking sort of, a lot of the criticisms that I brought up earlier about the socialization of men also can apply the same shit to women. Byproducts of liberal pop feminism. It's harder, generally speaking, for both men and women to socialize because of suburbanization, car infrastructure. It's just generally very expensive to go on a fucking date, obviously. That shit costs a lot of fucking money. I might look at the male version of this at a later point in time. I'm curious. I'm curious. My brain has been titillated. I'm intrigued at the sort of what is said there. But yeah, this is not what I was expecting from like a social commentary like shoe on head video. This was pretty like average and normal. So I have like some like criticisms here and there, but nothing really significant. But yeah, we understand like the sort of root cause and root basis of all this, right? Like men being put down for their social station, even though that's like how they've been basically propagandized into thinking for decades and years throughout, like, you know, being in school and stuff, but now they're being put down for that stuff because of liberal girl pop, stupid dumbass fucking second wave feminism and shit like that. So and it's also affecting women in the fucking dating pool. Who would have fucking thought that like shit like this tends to go both ways? But yeah, I don't know. Not really much else to say about this. Yep. Peace. Cool. Lovely. We're done. A non-4-hour stream for once in our lives? Say it ain't so. Such things are inconceivable, if I do say so myself. What do we got here? Who are we rating into today?
Amazing. Amazing! Amazing!
Amazing! Amazing! Ooh, I wonder if I can raid into Chariot TV. Chariot just released a very good video essay, just yesterday, I believe, talking about anti-woke grifters. I analogize it to the Jacob Geller video that we watched earlier. It was very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. I can raid into Chariot TV. Based. So we're going to raid into Chariot TV. Alright, idiots. You know what to do. You know what to say. Transstride with the Daho raid buff. If you're a sub, if you're not sub, you do the Wowie with the Daho raid buff. That's how we show appreciation to those rating 20K's gamers. It's more post-game stuff with Volt White 2. Probably going to be, what? It's we're going to be facing fucking Colress again. Well, we're going to have to figure out where the ship is. I'm going to think of some locations where the ship is. But yeah, we're going to hunt down Colress. We're going to beat Colress's ass again. Last Colress. Last time we're going to be facing Colress. Listen, Colress. He's always a fun time to fight, okay? Always fight Colress. Anywho, I will be back tomorrow and we'll be continuing with our Volt White 2 sort of adventures. Any case, gamers, I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same face. Peace out, gamers.